Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wreckfest. It is time for some, well, probably rather crazy racing. We are going to be, trying to race vaguely sensibly from time to time. There'll be some big crashes, there'll be some silly racing. You know, the usual when it comes to Wreckfest. I will start by saying, fairly warm in my office. I have a fan running and my computer likes to make a lot of noise. So, if you hear some of that going on in the background, I do apologise. Let me know if it's too bad and I can try and tweak the way I have stuff laid out. So hopefully it won't be too badly affected. But, yeah, we are going to go racing. We are going to hopefully have some entertaining racing. Now, you are more than welcome to join this lobby. This is a public server, so it's just called Casino Royale server. If you are playing on Xbox, you are more than welcome to join. If you drive like a complete twat, you will probably be kicked from the race. Yes, it's called Wreckfest. In general, we try to keep things sensible. There's going to be bumps. There's going to be shunts. But there's no point taking yourself out of the race just to put somebody else out of the race as well. So it's kind of a little bit of a gentlemanly agreements on the old racing front. For the most part, we'll probably have some old races where things go a little bit out of control. But yeah, we will see. We will see how all of this pans out. We started off with just a straightforward B-class car race. We will get this ready. I'm using the Hammerhead RS. I believe it is quite good. I think it's half decent, at least. We will find out. I'm just adjusting my sound. Who knows how the sound is going to work on this? Oh, we are off. Okay, I have got sound at least. That is good. So the Hammerhead RS is the big estate car, the racing version of the estate car. Of course, it has a mighty wing. We've got a slow Jaguar in front of us. That's fine. We will just head to the kind of outside at turn 1. Always dangerous trying to go around the outside, because if something goes wrong on the inside, you tend to get fired into. I've got nowhere to go through the middle, and there is a backwards car. That is not a place you want to be backwards on. If you're just joining in the stream, welcome. We've just started the race. As ever, again, another thing I should always say at the start of these, it's a busy weekend of motorsport. Let's try and keep spoilers out of the comments for those that might not have had a chance to get around to watching various races. So yeah, let's try and keep spoilers to a minimum. We've actually had not a bad start here. We've catapulted ourselves up into 5th from basically the back row of the grid. Oh god, the braking is one of the really difficult things to get to grips with on this game. We're going to have, something's going to fire at the inside, it's going to overshoot though, we're going to get a better drive on the exit here. Only just, mind, is the El Matador I think. Is going to have a look alongside, isn't going to have anything giving there. We've got a good run on Stinty here, but we are going to be to the outside at the bottom of the course. Can we try and cut back underneath? No, because we get caught up on Stinty, and then there was the El Matador there having a look. We're all going to swap sides. We're going to go 3 wide up towards this final section. We're going the long way round. Stinty's just not got the drive towards this dirt section. I'm not going to fight that side by side with the pickup truck because we know it'll go wrong. Focus on getting a good exit, which we do. Oh, they covered the inside. Very, very defensive there from that pickup. We get a decent drive on the exit. It's not quite enough though. I know this Hammerhead's pretty quick down these straights. We saw it last time. The El Matador may be a smidge faster. We're thinking about trying to get to the inside. I should have maybe had a bit bigger a dive there. Can't quite do it. We'll follow the car ahead through here. I've not quite got the traction in this. I feel like this is maybe a little bit more of a tarmac car than it is a dirt car, which does happen on this game a little bit. Oh, there is a stricken Ewan. Ewan's had an accident. I mean, this is the battle now for the last spot on the podium. Lado is leading the way at the moment. Glisker up in second. The pickup's going to be slow. It's taking that very defensive line. It makes it vulnerable on the exit if I can get it right. Not quite here. So we know we're quite good under brakes at the end of this long straight. This might be where we go for a big dive somewhere along the lines. No, not quite going to go for it yet here. We're settling for a more normal line. We're trying to get a fast exit out of the corner. Basically, I don't trust these cars under braking. Never have done. They're really, really difficult to get right under braking on this game, which is why we are... Oh, that's a big amount of airtime for the pickup. We will hopefully get the move done here. One more lap to go. This time, though, we will have to go defensive on the inside, make it difficult. We will slide big time on the exit. It's going to be side by side all the way up over the crest, but we are still on the inside. We'll try and not get fired into the ambulance. That's a terrible place. The safety crews really need to pick a better place to park their emergency vehicles. Oh, can't get it stopped. We might be able to still get an exit here, though. We're on the inside for the first part. It's the outside for the second part. There's no... Neither of us are going to want to yield going into this last little section. We are going to be all the way around the outside. We're going to try and park it on the apex. No! We got to turn across in front of Ewan and now we're stuck. Well, we always knew it was the danger. We always knew it was the danger of... oh, there's a gear in there somewhere. Trying to make it too wide. I think that's fair enough, really. It was a big risk. It was a big risk. Trying to stick it around side by side, stick it around the outside. And it didn't quite go our way. Fair enough, really, on that one. But there we go. Lado took a victory. Lado has got a victory in this one. In the first race of the stream. Well done, Lado. Lado's won. Glitzka gets second. Rockin gets third. Ninetales ends up fourth. Ninetales kind of snuck past while me, Ewan, and Rockin all kind of tangled on the final section there. It's a good first race, actually. That was a really enjoyable. We had a fantastic battle. We had an absolutely fantastic battle. I'm just going to turn up my sounds a little bit. I didn't really hear much of the game volume going on that time. It happens sometimes when we have this set like that. So, there we go. That is a good start. That is a good start for this. Everyone just joining in into the stream. Welcome. Welcome all to some Wreckfest, or it'll probably be some chaos. I can't remember what half the tracks are called, so this is going to be a little bit of... Ooh. Yes, let's get a chaos race underway. Let's do it. I will probably just select circuits at random. I mean, this is always a difficult one. This is always a difficult one to decide what to do with your vehicle, these figure-of-8 kind of chaos races, because you can go for a vehicle that's fast. The thing is, the vehicle that's fast is probably going to be quite weak. It's going to be quite light. And the problem you might get is... if you do get hit, it's going to hurt. But if you go for a heavyweight car and there isn't that many crashes, well... you're just going to be slow. So that's kind of the... yeah. You've got to try and figure out... you've got to try and figure out what to do, what approach. I'm going for fast car in this one and hoping. Now, spaces, if you want to take part, spaces for this lobby will probably come up as time goes on. You'll just have to be ready to try and join, unless we have to kick anybody out for being a complete idiot. Yeah, keep an eye out. This server is public. You are more than welcome to join, as long as you drive, we say fairly. As I said, there's going to be bumps, there's going to be shunts along the way, but as long as you're not constantly torpedoing everybody in every corner, then, you know, that's okay. We'll get to people. We've got all sorts of things. We've got Speedbird, there's a Nexus in here, that's brave, there's a Hearse. Stevie's going for strength. Stevie is going for a lot of strength. In that one. Rammer RS, I guess this isn't max. Rammer RS is a very good car in this one. Warwagon is going to probably be a strong vehicle. Star Beast, I think that was what Ninetales was driving last time. I was going to grab something else. We are indeed playing on the Xbox. I don't actually, I mean, I'm playing on the series. I don't think you have to have the upgraded version of the game to be playing in this. I don't think you shouldn't have to. Yeah. So, if you play on Xbox, if a space comes up in the lobby, fantastic. Alright, we're on the front row now. Let's see what we can do. Can we get ahead of the Boomer? It would be good to be able to get ahead front. I can't do it. We're going to be stuck trying to go around the outside here. Oh, and just all the cars on the inside. Oh, there's a bit of dirt or something there that caused us some grief. Yeah, we just got loads and loads of... just got stuck out wide. Liska's trying to get to the inside. It's going to be 4 wide again. We do not really want to be 4 wide. This is all very well and good. Of course, the early stages, this will probably just be a sort of normal race. The pack is going to spread out. I just cannot get stuck on. I can't get away from being stuck on the outside of everybody. Last time we fired it to the inside through here, we then got pushed wide anyway. So we're going to try and fight our way back to the inside, which we do. Lado is making a little bit of a breakaway again at the front, but as the chaos unfolds, as the field gets more spread, we're going to have more cars. Oh, Lado has gone over. That might have actually been out wide. It might have been off the that big old sort of mound of dirt that was launching cars. Oh dear, we got oversteer mid-corner. I'm not sure this was the car choice for this. The car's quick, but it's a little too oversteery for my liking. And yeah, big kick of oversteer mid-corner is not what you want. Blue car's got into trouble there. Not sure who that was, but they have got themselves into trouble. Ewan's now also getting the slide on. Stinty's had problem with two different cars. Me last lap, Ewan this time around. We'll pass Ewan. That's good for us, but now we're looking the long way around Stinty's car. Yeah, we'll send it. We'll try it. It's not going to work. Not got the grip. We're going to be stuck out there and unable to do anything. It's going to get more and more difficult for Ninetales and Gliska and co as they are heading into the crossover. That is a car missing a front wheel. That's not what it needs. There is Gliska recovering from a hit on, I think, Crane. I'm trying to duck underneath everybody here, which we do almost successfully make work. There we go. Power down. We will get alongside you, but it's the wrong side for this next corner. It's a long way round out here. No, not quite going to work. I was hoping to try and sort it out for a quicker exit. Ninetales has taken a big hit on the crossover as well. There is a Ninetales. Oh, the Woolaloo worked. That's good. I actually heard a Woolaloo for once. Woolaloo seems to be working. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to straighten up these exits here as best I can because I'm struggling with oversteer in my car. So if I can straighten up the exit and get the power down nicely, it's good. But now we're stuck in traffic and struggling to actually manage to straighten this up properly. We overshoot a little bit. Ninetales is just going to get underneath, although we're going to go for like a double cutback. This time we find a gap to get alongside Ninetales. Bigger crash at the crossover took out Gliska and somebody else. I don't even know if they were on the lead in the lead group, where they're a lap down now. We're losing track of what's going on in the race. We're going to try and jump in front of Amy, who I think got on the brakes there actually to not plough into the side of us, which is nice. I mean, they don't want to plough into the side of this group because it's going to screw up the Mini as well. It's not exactly like that's going to survive that hit nicely. Okay, I mean, we're desperately trying to get ourselves onto the podium. We've got a little bit of speed these last couple of laps. So there, your state car, the War Wagon, is the leader of the race here. Ewan is second. Ninetales is third with you can see the damage done to the side of the buggy there. It's a huge sort of carved out of the side of that car. We're on lap 10. We've still got a good portion of this race to go. A lot can happen. Ewan's going for the lead of the race. Oh, there's Gliska's stricken, broken down car in the middle of the track there. That's lost a wheel and is obviously struggling for movement. We're going to push the War Wagon forward because I want to try and use this gap to get past Ninetales, which we will do. Oh, we've got something, Mustang, the Mach 1 looking Mustang thing, ended up in front of everybody. Everything came to a stop. War Wagon sniffing to the inside. I think it might get there. Might just open the steering up a little bit. There's a hearse. We're going to lap, if I can get it stopped, which we do. Out for the War Wagon, trying to go past Gliska's car is horrifically broken. That is astonishingly damaged. I don't know how it's still moving, but it is. We have got this odd intense damage, so we often get some pretty wacky stuff go on. We've got to be ahead of Amy. Ninetales has had a horrible landing and might lose the leads to you, and they do. I mean, if anything goes wrong, we are in a perfect place. I mean, they're catching back markers with damaged cars that are missing wheels and stuff. We are clear of any cross traffic there. The muscle cars are up onto their side. I can't remember what those things are called, the Mach 1 lookalikes. We're going to sneak past, hopefully, both of them here if I can straighten this up nicely, which we do. We caught Ewan a little bit here, but, oh, there's a Gliska struggling, and Ninetales is around. Gliska's Wreckmobile is uncontrollable at best. We move up to second. We clear one of the lap down cars. There's going to be one lap to go. Can we find a way past Ewan? The Stella's been fast. They are good cars, then. Can we find a way past Ewan with the Hammerhead? We didn't have a very good start to this race, actually. It was quite a handful. We struggled immensely for a lot of it here. Ewan is past the blue car. We need to get this manoeuvre completed, which we do. Unfortunately, I just can't carry enough corner speed unless Ewan gets taken out at the crossover point, which is possible. However, we have to go on the brakes to go behind that car. Ewan claims victory. We will get a second place. We will get a second place on this one. Oh. That was a good race. That was a very, very good race. I enjoyed that one. A lot went on. Gliska was unlucky. I mean, we saw the state of Gliska's car. Gliska's car was absolutely wrecked by that one. Yeah, that was a complete write-off there. I don't know whether we can find it. No, and there's a Mach 1 missing a wheel. There was a lot of damage has been done there. But there we go. Lado fell over and recovered to 5th. Not bad. I mean, there was some big crashes. Fastest lap will go to Lado, actually. The Gremlin got quickest lap. Although they're very close. We're already a couple of tenths off. Actually, not bad performance. I really struggled with the Hammerhead. Really struggled with that, and that has. I'm glad I got second. I got not too bad in lap time wise. I did just notice I messed up. The donation link wasn't in there. I have fixed it now. It should all be there. Like it should be. So considering the link wasn't in there properly, thank you very much to Connor for managing to find a way to donate. Thank you for the donation. It's much appreciated. Saying, why are cars so cheeky? Because they are fuel of it. That is going to be a boo to you from chat and from me. And considering the price of fuel, I don't think many cars are full of it at all anymore. Certainly no. Mine needs a trip to the petrol station soon, and I will have a little cry. Yeah, big estate car is not cheap, but that's the price you pay for the silly V10. Right, we are going to go for the close eye and kind of close eyes and see where we are going to. Pine Hills. Sure, Pine Hills Rally Circuit. Let's go for 6 laps. I know this layout. This layout's cool. This should be good fun. I'm going to try something different. Don't get me wrong. I like the Hammerhead RS as far as it's a cool looking car. I don't necessarily like the way it drives. Now I'm not going to drive the Rammer because they are filthy OP. Or the Rammer. I think both Rammers are very strong. The Stella I think is quite good. I mean, because Ewan drove one to victory last time. I don't know how good my one is. There's always a question. We don't normally run the Raidens because they are very strong. Not my, I don't know what my one was built for. We'll drive the Stella. It is fairly good. It's a car that I like. It's a car that I enjoy driving on the most part. It should be fairly well planted. It should be fairly nice to drive. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can have a good race. I'm gonna press start. It'll be a 2-minute countdown for folks, so it gives you more than enough time to select a car. Both victories have been stellar. Okay, well, we'll see if we can make it 3 for 3. We'll try. I mean, this is me. It is probably not going to be the case. However, I shall do the very best that I can. And if we can't get a victory, hopefully we'll have an exciting race. Nonetheless, so we've got a couple of Stellas. There's a couple of Razors in here. We've got Ravens, Speedbirds. Actually, a few Ravens have got on. They're fairly good. They're fairly good. I think I have a C-class Raven. I think that's where I tend to use it most. Anyway, from what I can remember, we got the El Matador is back. Let's got that Boomer. Yeah, we will. I say, place your bets, folks. Where do you reckon? Can I survive? That is the next question. Will I be able to survive this race with the Stella? That's the main thing. We're just waiting, as ever. We are just waiting for one. Come on. We will go. You've only got 40 seconds. Quick, pick a car. I guess they're probably modifying a car. That would be my best guess as to what is going on. Apparently Ninetales wants to kick Stevie. I'm having a guess Stevie might have crashed into Ninetales at some point in the last race. I can't guarantee that's what's happened, but probably. Jamie reckoning Crane is going to win this one. That is ambitious. You never know. You never know. We can try and make sure it doesn't happen, but Lado is bolting off through the middle of this. I am going to be happy. I think a few people forgot what way the track went. I'm going to be happy to just try and survive this if I can. Just stay out of trouble for the first few. When you're starting at the back of the grid, most important bit, just stay out of trouble a little bit. Just make sure you get through the first few corners in one piece and then kind of worry about moving forward after that. It's just, yeah, most importantly on this game, we're going to be on the outside of Stevie here. Alongside, I couldn't quite get alongside Stinty. Don't have great straight line speed in this car, but this is more about handling for the Stella. As you see there, we managed to get past two of the bigger American boats in one go. The El Matador will slide and we will have a look to the outside up here if we can get it stopped. Oh, the El Matador struggling to pull that one up in time. And we are around the outside, but it's a long way around the outside. We get a good run down the hill. Across the jump we shall go. We're going to have to lift into the final corner. However, get a good exit, or maybe not fifth gear though, maybe fourth would have been a better option. That's, yeah, we're not going to try that through there just yet. Especially not when we're better. Like, we can carry so much speed by doing the cutback, by getting that better run. Oh, on the exit of the corner, that's where we're going to focus our momentum if we can. We've still got the El Matador having a look around. It can't quite get to the inside. We're not going to be able to pass Lado here, though. They will defend fairly well into that corner. We get a little nudge, but not enough to cause us any real grief. Okay. We try and hold the throttle down there. I mean, we've definitely got speed in places around this track. Lado's out wide. We'll get away with it. Oh, we're trying to be brave, and we are to the outside of Lado. Lado's going to fire it back, though. Fair enough. The I was going to try cut underneath the Lado, but the El Matador's coming in there with way too much speed. Gliska's coming under threat from something. I'm not sure who's driving the green car up there. Maybe it is Crane. Who knows? Not sure. Not sure. We've got a good run. Oh, it's such a fast corner to try and get on the inside of at turn one here. I think Lado's just going to struggle on the exit. Yeah, sure enough, we will do the same manoeuvre we've been doing to cars all race. Lado went defensive on the way into that first corner, and the problem with that defensive line is you are just so slow on the exit. You just really struggle to put the power down on the exit of the corner. Lado's going to have a look. It's not really going to work there, though. It was, yeah, there was kind of a half a gap, but it's never good. You're never going to be able to carry enough speed in that half a gap to quite be able to do it. Unfortunately, it's just lost us a little bit time in our pursuit of a Ewan. We're definitely not going to catch the leaders unless they crash. But let's face it, it is always, you know, very possible that the leaders will have an accident. It does happen plenty in these, in Wreckfest. I mean, we have had, it's Ninetales up the front, of course, should have guessed. Not the normal Ninetales colours, but there we go. We've almost had an accident there, but we have pulled clear of a Lado at this moment in time. In fact, Gliska's had a bad run and lost 2 places. Although has got back past Ewan again. We will be a little bit out of sorts, although carrying good speed through all of that, even though we weren't really fully in control of the Stella. We're stuck it in a ditch, but that's fine. We will get away with it, and I can't see, but we're not going to have a car having a sniff around this lap. We can just take this corner nice and neat. Don't really want the oversteer. I don't think I've quite got the pace of the top 2. I think I've got pace on Ewan, but the gap's too big to do anything unless we can get a miracle lap somewhere. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Welcome to all of you. I can't really look at chat currently, being in the midst of frantically trying to chase down a Ewan. However, yeah, if you're just joining, welcome to some Wreckfest. We've had some actually pretty good races to start us off here. Oh, bad. There's a mound of dirt on the inside there. Didn't know about that. There's not really much no way I can get going quickly there. Oh, come on. Bloody hell, I didn't know there was a dirt on the inside there. I should have guessed. We were getting close. We were getting close to a Ewan, and I just got carried away. I did not realise there was such a big dirt pile that was going to launch us onto our side. I just wanted to carry as much speed as I could through the corner. That's annoying. I am disappointed in myself. Right there. God damn it. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, it's just little error. Easily done. I don't know what's happened to Lado. We've lost a Lado. Lado was behind us at some point, but I think he's in 8th place now. Obviously had an accident somewhere along the line. But yeah, you can lose a lot of time with that sort of bump, unfortunately. Could have been a lot worse, actually, considering we lost stacks of time, but obviously big spread of lap times. We've pulled well clear, so only lost 2 places. Amazingly in that one. Right, okay. Not quite as much to the inside around there would be a good idea. Let's try and be sensible. Well, Stella's not going to win this race, considering it was a muscle car of some sort. A Boomer and a Raven were the top vehicles. So unless something incredibly weird happens, it's not going to be a not going to be 3 for 3 for Stella's. I should have said with a hammerhead. Not that I probably would have still had the same sort of issues, but never mind. We will round the hairpin for the last time. We are well clear. Yeah, we are clear. Those 3 are trundling their way around. A little bit concerning, but you can jump the track divide there. It's easily done if you get pushed. Well, it says it's easily done and you're in a group of cars, because somebody can push you that wide. On your own, you don't normally do it. But Ninetales will take a victory, and it's a comfortable victory in the end. Had to work for it. Gliska held on to that one for a while, but Ninetales will get it. Yeah. I mean, we might have managed to get onto a podium. That was the podium. Podium was the best we were going to get there, I think. But we threw it away. We threw it away with hitting that pile of dirt, sadly. But yeah, what can we do? Lap time wise, 5.6, not too bad actually. Yeah, it was up there. It was up there with Gliska and Ewan. We couldn't match Speedbird GT. Yeah, could not match Ninetales' speed. That was just far too much for any of us. So there we go. Yeah, Ninetales' car very, very fast. There we go. Ninetales Cosmic Fox, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, why did the piano quit being a locksmith? Because its keys were bored. We are just going to give you a boo. It'll be a boo from me, and it'll be a boo from chat, I have no doubt. Oh dear. Right, where shall we go? You know what, let's go to a silly track. Good old Crash Canyon. Yes, we do love a Crash Canyon. We're going to go for a C-Class race at Crash Canyon. Again, this is another one. You have 2 options as to what you want to do here. Do you go for a fast car or do you go for a strong car? I could go for a limo. It'll hurt like hell if this hits, but it will not be quick. Or do I go for something fast, like a Raven? Or do I go for my Gremlin? I think I'm going to drive the Gremlin. This thing's good. I like this. It is my normal go-to in terms of a C-Class car. A Woolala to Walter. Thank you very much for the donation, saying happy Sunday. Indeed, happy Sunday. Maybe happy Monday to a few of you if you've got up very early in Australia or New Zealand part of the world. But yeah, I hope you have been enjoying your Sunday here. It has been actually quite a nice day in my part of the world, and I've spent most of it indoors watching motorsport of some description. I've had a really lazy day. I mean, there's the point of a Sunday. I had a lazy day, watched some motorsport, had a pizza, and that's that really. So yeah, it's been a good Sunday. This has been a fairly successful Sunday, really. Right, vehicles we've got going on. Stinty's in a bus. Oh crap! We've got a double decker. We've got killer bees. They can be fast. They can be very, very difficult to drive. I don't get on with them very well, but they can be quick. Sweeper, blade. There's a hearse in here. Cardinal around. Rocket. Rocket's not terrible. I have one that I sometimes use in C-Class. So yeah, it might work. The hearse is going to be all about strength. I mean, if Stinty is driving a bus, it is going to be mayhem. Gliska's El Matador is also very strong, if I remember correctly. That thing hurts when it hits you and is still quite fast as well. So yeah, that's an interesting one. We are indeed playing this on Xbox. If you want to take part, you'll need to be playing the Xbox version of the game. Sadly, we do not have crossplay for Wreckfest. I mean, even if we did, it's still only a 16-player lobby. Spaces do come up from time to time in this, and you are more than welcome to join. It's an open lobby, as long as you don't drive like a complete twat, pretty much. So, yeah, if the double-decker can somehow make it to the finish, I'll be really impressed. Although he's got rid of it. Damn, we don't have a double-decker anymore. In fact, if the little Thrasher can get to the finish line without falling over, I'll be impressed, because I know what they do. Ninetales is reckoning Crane is going to win with a 5-second gap. That would be impressive. That would be impressive if Crane can manage to get a 5-second margin of victory in this one. We've got one school bus. So Stinty is going for be the last one standing. That's. Oh no, game's frozen a little bit. It should unfreeze. It normally does. There we go. It has unfrozen. Terrible grammar going on there. But yeah. Kian Lane, thank you very much for the donation. Saying thanks for distracting me from the ever-impending doom of my law exam tomorrow. Best of luck with that. I have a question for you. What do clouds wear to sleep? Thunderpants. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's definitely going to be a boo to you from chat. And indeed from me. Stinty had to go. So we won't have a bus in this one. We will hopefully get people readied up in a minute. This is why I ready up immediately, just so we can hopefully get going as fast as possible. I'm a little bit worried about the El Matadors. I know how strong they are. I know how good they are. The Cardinal can be pretty tough as well. They can hit pretty hard. I mean, we should be fast, but we won't take many hits here. So, yeah, we will... If we're going to get to the front, we've got to do it quickly, cleanly, stay out of trouble, and just kind of go. I actually want to run the higher line here if I can. It's faster way around the corner if you can run up high, but you do run the big risk of someone torpedoing you, basically. We've got a car going to the inside. Yeah, if you can actually get it hooked up on the high side here, you can get really good run off the corner. I'm unfortunately blocked in a little bit by Lado's pickup truck here. Ninetales is risking it. Now, that works fine at the moment. Doesn't really matter because there's no oncoming cars, but later on, that is going to go away, that option. Lado is going up the course as well, and I'm finding myself stuck between the two pickups. We might be able to get a good run here, although now we're side by side. We're going to get sent down the wrong side, but again, I can do it at this part of the race. It's safe to do so. There's not really anybody around. That was a bit risky with Gliska there. Lado has got into the back of Amy, and we just keep getting caught up. This is very, very frustrating already, is that we've got a lot of speed, and we just keep getting blocked in, essentially. We keep getting stopped from being able to make the most of our speed. Gliska's driving him very, very hard. I think Gliska's basically trying to just slow down Ninetales there. We've got a good run off the corner, yeah. There's a gap there, which we are going to go for. We've got to make the most. If we're going for that high line, we absolutely have to make the most of it on the exit. And 2 El Matadors are both up high. We have cleared the car in 5th a little bit. Now I'm going to try and find a way past a Lado here, somewhere around the circuit. I mean, Ninetales isn't really getting away at the moment. Oh, Lado's gone up high and has hit the wall. Unfortunately, we can't. We're stuck in this really awkward place. And the only other option might be just to dive in on the inside and hope it's not the quickest way around the corner, but we might have to do it to try and make something happen here. We're going to try and take the line away from Lado to make that El Matador slow off the corner, basically. Oh, I managed to press downshift and upshift at the same time. That didn't quite work for us. So yeah, I mean, it kind of works. We're going to run it in. And again, just run it in and block. It's a little cheeky, but it's what has to be done, and it has got us to 3rd now. Okay, I mean, that's good. We're losing a little time on the way. In fact, as far as a Crash Canyon race goes, this has been pretty straightforward, really. We're running it a little, not the best line through there. That was a slight more cautious line, because I didn't know where Lado was going to end up. That little bump off the cone hasn't helped. Alright, so we're going to run it. We're going back to our more normal, the line I want to run here. Not quite done it right, but I've got to be wary of where Lado's truck goes. This is surprisingly tame for Crash Canyon, honestly. I mean, you do sometimes get tamer races around here. It is just how it goes. But yeah, this is surprisingly tame. No one's made any real mistakes. Nothing's really fallen back or fallen into trouble anywhere. We are clear of the Lado, so we can afford to chuck the car in, try and climb the banking a little bit. You can see we do gain a bit of time on Gliska doing this. We've only got a few laps to go. Ninetales is out of the way, not a million miles away from us here. Just try and keep up that momentum mid-corner. Ninetales gets a great drive off of the corner. Not quite sure how Ninetales is doing it, but Ninetales is finding a way to get that to carry a load of speed on the exit of the corner. I'm just chucking in and letting the banking do a lot of the work and kind of sweep off the banking for the exit, which does work to a degree. Oh, that's not what I need. I'm losing a lot of momentum on these jumps. That's the one thing the Gremlin is not so great at. Now, we are catching some lapped cars. We've caught Gliska as well. We've got a couple of laps to go here. We are going to start catching lapped cars. The Cardinal is ahead of Ninetales. Could give Ninetales some grief. Gliska, we will try and defend this. I think it'll be difficult for me to pass Gliska around here. I think lap time wise we've got the faster car, but unless Gliska makes a mistake, the way we're getting lap speed I don't think is going to be a way we're going to find to pass Gliska, because Gliska can just, much as we kind of dove and blocked Lado, Gliska can just kind of block the line that I want. Gliska's vehicle is clearly faster than Lado's, so my dive technique I don't think would work on Gliska. Actually, because Gliska's going into the corner in the way that I would have to be to dive, so we're not really able to make the time. I mean, unless we can use a back marker somehow in all of this. Oh, we got into the back of Gliska, and I ended up turning Gliska. There's the smallest nudge. I'm actually amazed that had that level of impact. I'm amazed that had that level of impact on Gliska's vehicle, because my car is so much lighter. When we got destroyed in that one, my car is so much lighter than the immensely heavy El Matador. I did not expect it to even move it, because that's a full armoured thing. There we go. That's how it went on that one. Tell you what, my car got killed so quick in that. My car got absolutely eviscerated in that one. But there we have it. There we have it. Crane did not take a victory in this one. The double-decker finished. That's lost a wheel. That's probably the heaviest damaged vehicle is A hearse missing a wheel. That is unusual for Crash Canyon. That is unusual indeed. We didn't have any heavyweights, but to be fair, normally we don't need to. Normally we don't need to. But yeah, well, outside of us, everything is broken basically here. There's Ninetale's car going for a climb around. But yeah, there we go. That did not go great for me. Where shall we head to next? Wait, I don't think I know that track. Don't know that track. Sure, let's go for Sandstone Raceway. We'll go for 5 laps around here. We'll try and keep them. We'll try and keep the races not crazy long. We'll just kind of keep them going because it's very easy to get wrecked. So you don't want to have long races and end up going out on lap 2, for example. To a few people, I shall read some donations while we all get loaded. Timberwolf, thank you for the donation, saying it doesn't need a V10 estate car to be weeping at the petrol pump. No, you are. It is true. You are correct. When it comes to England, yeah, it's bad. It's bad times at the moment. Although I think it's bad times everywhere, to be honest with you. But yeah, England, it is. It is definitely not cheap for anybody. I guess just the V10 estate card needs to visit the petrol station more times. That's the problem. Night Sport, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, have you been able to catch any of the WRC this year? If so, what do you think of the new hybrid cars? I saw a bit of Monte Carlo. I haven't really seen much of it, if I'm honest. So I can't give much of an opinion on those. It was fun watching Sebastian Loeb go and doing. I think Sebastian Loeb did incredibly well at Monte Carlo, having not driven a rally car for ages. Just sort of turned up and won. So, but yeah, I haven't seen too much of it. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. But I mean, the new vehicles are kind of cool. I saw the Ford Puma. It was at Goodwood last year. I think it was a good one. Yeah, it was. But yeah, they're cool enough vehicles, but I don't know too much about what goes on with them at the moment. Old Man Scythe, thank you very much for the donation. Saying good luck with the rebuild is much appreciated. It is God knows how long it is going to be until we get closer to having the Fury up and running. It's going to be. It's gonna be a while, but it'll be fun to have it back. It'll be fun to have it back. Judd, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I once had a teacher with a lazy eye. She couldn't control her pupils. That is going to be a boo to you from chat, and definitely from me for sure. I expect from chat. Liam has turned up. We have another Liam to crash into. FailRace is being overtaken by Liams. That is true. That is true. Oh, cars are in trouble. I mean, we didn't have a great spot on the grid again, but sometimes that's helpful, to be honest. We're going to be on the outside of everybody here. I mean, if I can keep the power down, we're going to get stuck. Yeah, we'll say if we can keep the power down, we were going to be okay, but there's a downside of being on the outside of a corner, is if something goes wrong, you are the one that comes off worse. We've got a Liam looking to the inside. There are lots of cars over the inside curb. That was mostly a try to cut off, or not cut off, but try to prevent a Liam from overtaking me. It ended up, actually, that we carried a lot of speed through all of that and could get a good, bloody hell, could get a good run. And considering where we started on the grid, I'm not too disappointed with that as a first lap. We've got Ewan ahead of us. I think we've got Lado in second, so we will try and chase down that. Ninetales has the lead of the race. Always difficult to chase down the Ninetales. Ninetales is unbelievably fast at this game. But, I mean, if we have the car to do it, you never know. There's someone behind, I think, also in a Gremlin. At least they were last race around. Having a little bit of a look. Nope, they're not there in the Dominator as well. Let's just not roll the car. There's a little bit of a ditch we can kind of throw the vehicle into. Car behind overshot the corner. We've not really made any ground this lap until then. Car in second made a little mistake. Ewan's throwing it to the inside. Might make that pass stick. They're going to go side by side on the exit there, and Ewan does get to second. Lado falls to third with the Dominator, but I mean, if they keep fighting each other, that's good for me, although we don't seem to quite have the pace I wanted in this. Ninetales is running away at the front a little bit. Not the craziest running away. Ewan has made a mistake, though, through there, run very, very wide. Going to be slow on the exit. We're going to try and throw the Gremlin into this corner, and we do carry a lot of speed, and the more them two fight, the better it is for me. Lado's back to second again. Can we have a... Oh, Lado's up onto two wheels. I'm up onto two wheels and couldn't profit from that one because I had to kind of bail out of the corner. Ewan got stuck behind a Lado having a moment. I then had my own moment and couldn't profit. It's all been a little bit scruffy over this second place, and now we've got a Nexus coming to join the fun times. We got 2 more laps to go here, and this is the big battle for the podium position. Ninetales has checked out without a massive crash. We're not catching, pretty much. We are taking a wider approach through there because I want to swing through the corner and carry good speed. I've got to be careful with that wide approach because the Nexus might have a dive. Ewan is past Lado, but maybe going to overrun the next corner, not quite. I'm out of shape down here on my own, trying to sort out a good line through there. It didn't really work for me. Ewan is now up onto 2 wheels and going to lose second. It's been an awesome battle again. They're swapping paint up ahead. Oh, I get a little nudge from behind. Although I got a nudge from behind, it kind of tipped me sideways and then tipped me to the inside. And now we're 3 wide heading towards the first corner. No one wants to yield here. Lado's putting me towards the wall. Oh, well, we're still going 3 wide. We've somehow come out the other side in one piece. The Nexus is going to want to look to the inside. I can't take my normal line through here because the Nexus is there and would have dove on us. Oh, Ewan and Lado have got connected, but we're the wrong side through here. I don't want to be on the outside if I can help it. Lado's got a much bigger and heavier car. The Nexus is to the inside of a Lado, but it's on the outside all the way through here. Lado's going to fall back to 5th. In all of this, 3 places in 1 corner almost for the Dominator. The Nexus is going to get past us. Is going to run wide, though. Very wide through the next corner. I don't think I've got an answer for the Nexus, sadly, unless we get it absolutely spot on through here, which we're going to try to do. We might be able to with a little bit of a lean on the Nexus. It's a run to the line. It's a drag race towards the finish line, and we're just going to hold on to a podium. Oh. Bloody hell. That was also a manic race. Ninetales' lap time wasn't that much crazier than the rest of us, but we were just stuck in a massive fight that didn't really help. There's a big gaggle of cars just crossed the finish line here. Nothing really... Up there is a crane. Nothing really took heavy damage in that race particularly. That was an awesome battle. That was an awesome battle. Yeah, we chucked it at the final corner. It was, I say, a little cheesy in some ways, but you know, sometimes you got to do that one. It's a podium. It is a podium for the Gremlin. That is something. That is something, at least. Actually, what am I doing? We're going for track change, right? We are going to go to... let's go to a crazy circuit. We have not had enough mayhem, really. We haven't had enough mayhem today. So what we're going to do is... actually, can I remember... sorry, bear with while I try and... Is it this one? I might have got the right track. I might have got the... Nope, wrong track. I'm trying to remember where the small figure of 8 is. This is the big figure of 8. We don't want the big figure of 8. It's the wrong track. Hold on. Somewhere. Because I can never remember what... Bloomfield? No, it's not Bloomfield. God damn it. I can't remember now. Because I feel like they really could do a better job. It must be this one. A better job with the whole menu system. I felt like you could have an easier way of making this work. Just all you need is like a little track map. That's it. That's all I need is a little track map when it comes to selecting, just so I know what I'm looking for. Because I don't remember the names. It's been ages since I played Wreckfest. So, yeah. That's how it is. Don't worry. We'll come to Hellride. We'll come to the Deathloop and all of those sort of tracks at some point along the way. So, yeah. Do I want to stick with the Gremlin? I might. I think I'm just going to stick with it. The speed car does seem to be the way to make things work for me. We got close. We got close to making it work. So yeah, there we go. Joggy, I don't know if I pronounced that one correctly, but thank you for the donation. So you must really need the donation money with all the live stream recently. Here's a tenner for the Fury engine rebuild. To be fair, I've been meaning to start live streaming for a while. I'll say start to get back into live streaming for a while. It's fun. I enjoy doing streams. There are different. What's the word for it? There are different experience. There are different kind of entertainment. It is always good fun. It is always good fun doing some streams. So yeah, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back doing these. Trying some different games. So we've gone for Wreckfest this week rather than perhaps GTA 5 that we would normally have in this slot. And we'll see how all of this goes. A wool to dogs have no uncles. Thank you very much for the donation. So I'll be going to the Goodwood Festival of Speed for the first time this year. Do you have any tips or recommendations? Well, awesome. It's a great event. There is no doubt about it. I mean, okay. As far as recommendations, if you like, go. What I would do. I don't know if you're going for multiple days. If you're only going for one day. What I would recommend you do is you get into the festival as early as you can. Trust me, you're going to want, if you're going for one day, you're going to want as much time as possible. It will be knackering, but yeah, that's what you want. And the very first thing you want to go do is make your way to where there is the tractor service that takes you to the top of the rally stage. Trust me on this one. If you try and go later in the day, the queue will be ages to try and get there. So first thing in the morning, jump on the tractor, go up to the rally stage, and then walk your way down from there. So the rally stage is all the way at the very, very top of the hill. Go walk around in the forest, watch the rally cars go through there, and then walk your way back down towards the main festival. Because as you're walking down, you're walking along the course, so you'll be seeing the cars that are coming up. But yeah, if you want to get to the rally stage, you definitely want to take a tractor because it's a long walk, and it's a really long walk to walk all the way up and walk all the way down or whatever. So that is the way that I would recommend if you wanted to do it all in a day. If you've got multiple days, then you can. When I have multiple days there, I tend to have a day doing just the rally stage almost, and that's one of my favourite days. But yeah, that's what I would say. And yeah, be prepared. It's gonna it's a lot of walking, and it's an awesome thing. There's no doubt about it. But you will be absolutely knackered by the end of it, probably. But yeah, we are trying to work our way through the pack here. Again, we just have not had great spots on the grid really. The Gremlin is very, very good. There's no doubt about it. Gremlin is very good for this sort of thing. The downside is it's weak. We already saw that at Crash Canyon. If we get hit, this is going to be bad for us. The field hasn't really spread out yet, but it probably will as time goes on. It's a 10-lap race, so there will be time for it to spread out. Lado's leading the way. I can't see what Lado's driving, to be honest. I'm going to guess that's Ninetales trying to make a Jeep work, which is difficult, but it's up in second at the moment. There is a bus currently circulating. Oh, got that corner wrong. That's bad news for me. We were kind of just in the wheel tracks at Crane, and Crane got it a little bit wrong. Then we got it a bit wrong. And yeah, it was all just a smidge of a mess. Okay, don't want first gear. Second gear is going to have to work. Second gear doesn't feel like it's working on the exit of these corners, but there we go. Oh, Liam's playing that one so close. The bad news for us is Liam is going to be now out of the way of the bus. We are probably going to be in its firing line. Oh, there's been a rollover for somebody, and that's Lado out of the lead of the race. Ninetales leads briefly. Liam's going to take it away. Now the pack's starting to get spread. Now we're starting to see more problem at the crossover, although it has calmed down again, actually. We are coming up towards a lap car. That was a car that I think tangled with Ninetales. But we will start seeing... Oh, never mind. Ninetales is a goner. Ninetales took a big hit on the crossover. And that is the end for the Jeep-like thing. There is something stuck on the crossover. Now, we do not really want to waste time behind a bus if we can help it. The bus does stay out of the way, actually. It's quite nice of the bus. Come on, get across in front of those. If we're going to catch Liam, I can't afford to slow down for the crossover, really. Glissy's some 3 seconds behind. I mean, if it's guaranteed to hit on the crossover, of course I'm going to go on the brakes. But if there's a 50-50 chance, I've got to take it. You know, if we're going to catch Liam, we've got to do this pretty much perfectly. There's a big gaggle of cars. I'm going to try to find the gap there. We did find it, but it's going to cost it. Only a little tap on the brakes was needed there to find it, which was good for us. Hopefully we're going to go in front of the limo. No, not quite. Come on, Gremlin. Go, 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 go. And everything's come piling past. It was, again, the only way we were going to win that, if I'd had to slow down there, it was going to be a big slowdown. Oh, sorry, it's the car we were battling there. And Ninetales has got sideways and is stuck. There's nothing I can do on that one. Oh. Ninetales, could you at least reverse a bit more? I just got pinned in the corner. That's so annoying. I wasn't even involved in that. I had nothing to do with that at all. And yeah, we just got tangled with Ninetales getting stuck. That's desperately unlucky. Just nothing we could do about it. There is a very poorly Gremlin there, missing a lot of its body work. Ninetales actually going to beat us to the line as well, I think. Ah, dear. Ah, dear indeed. That has not quite gone the way that I was wanting. Well, I mean, the bus did cause the mayhem. To a degree. Again, fairly tame. I say fairly tame. Amy saying Crane managed to get lost on a figure of 8. That is impressive. A figure of 8 that's completely walled in. How on earth you've ever managed to do that, Crane, I will never know, but well done. Lado got fastest lap of the race. Well done, Lado. We were quick. The Gremlin was very fast there. I do think I had one of the strongest cars there. But yeah, I just got unlucky. It is the way it goes sometimes. Just did not quite pan out. Shady Brady, Woolenhurth, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, how are things going with the Hot Wheels video? Do you have an awful grey car for Chris? I do have a terrible grey car for Chris. Actually, I have stacks of Hot Wheels cars everywhere in my office. I have 2 display cases in my office. I have 1 display case over my stairs, and then I have a cupboard that is just full of Hot Wheels. So, yeah, I mean, we can have all sorts of grey cars for Chris. I'm just trying to see what I've got on display in my office that I can currently see that would be a suitably terrible. Problem is, the only grey cars I can see currently are a Veneno, a DB5, a Javelin, a 177, and they're all kind of good. And that doesn't work. We can't give Chris a good car. But, yes, I know what I'm doing with it. I haven't got around to filming it as of yet, but I do know what I'm planning on doing with the Hot Wheels video. I just got to, maybe next weekend I might build the track and film it. We'll see. I have no idea how many cars I have. I have at least 150 on display, I think, and probably another 150 not put up yet. Maybe even more than that, to be fair. I genuinely don't know. I know it's a lot. That's it. I know there's a lot of a lot of cars, which is cool. I like having a lot of cars. I am going to say, do I say screw it and drive a trophy? No, I won't drive the trophy truck. I will. Do I drive? That's got terrible cornering. You know what? Screw it. Let's throw caution to the wind. I don't know if the Gorby's any good, but we will try it. Mustang, thank you very much for the donation. Saying hello from Germany. How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? 1. We're efficient and don't have humour. I don't know whether to give you a boo. I quite like that one, actually. I'm not going to give you a boo for that one. Chat might. Chat might. We'll have to wait and see all the game's frozen again. Oh, dear. There we go. It's unfrozen now. Yeah, we will possibly see if chat gives you a boo on that one. Long Patrick, thank you very much for the donation. That's like, any chance of another GTA Prius full vid? The first one is quite possibly my favourite of all your videos. It's never impossible. It's never impossible to see something along those lines. We've tried. I mean, there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes kind of stuff. Various game modes have been attempted. None of them ever quite panned out. None of them ever quite worked. Nothing's ever quite gone the way that was intended in terms of a new version of Prius Full. However, there is always a chance. I mean, the original Prius Full was the most basic. It was the most basic. It was the most dumb thing ever made at the end of the day. But it was effective. It did what it wanted to. We've tried. I think whenever we tried to get to try to improve upon it, it's never quite worked because it's then ended up trying to be a bit too complicated almost. But yeah, we may possibly see. You may possibly see a new. I may see at some point. That's just going back to the original one. I have thought about how to try and make it work again, and yeah, I don't know. Brazen made a version of we tried a while back, but yeah, we just could never get it to work properly. So who knows? Who knows? That was a fun video though. I did enjoy making that one. All right, Liam, you've got to ready up. Well, at least you're in the right class of car, so you won't get kicked. This, I don't know whether the Gorby's a brave choice because this is a very bumpy track. I'm going for, let's hope. Oh, there's a slow starting Jeep in front of us. I'm kind of hoping that we're just going to be quick enough down these straights to make up for the fact that we might be terrible in the corners and we might get thrown about horribly on the bumps. I don't know quite what it's going to do in terms of suspension. Oh, uh-oh. Lado! Lado has very much killed us, although I don't think it was Lado's fault. I'm pretty sure Lado was being pushed. Let's face it, there was a lot of cars going into a very small amount of road there, and sadly, little Gorby is always likely to come off quite poorly in that. Oh, there's a Jeep has exited stage right in spectacular fashion there. I was trying to follow Gliska's idea. I think it works pretty well, actually. I don't want to get airtime at the end of the day. Airtime, all your wheels off the ground is bad. You know, I want my wheels on the ground. I want to be putting power down. That's the goal. I want to make the most of the vehicle's speed, in theory. Actually, we're not as far away from the leader as we could be. Considering everything that's gone on in this race, we could be a lot further away from the leader. There is a Boomer RS out very wide. We're trying to get the power down again. So this jump is probably the biggest concern for me. The landing of that one, which we actually haven't lost too much time on. Don't think I want first gear there. Second will do. We get the car sliding about quite a lot, but that's fine. We will run. Oh, it's a nice line through there. We're going to try and cut the Boomer off. It's a little bit of a cheeky pass on the Boomer, not going to lie. That's a risky line to take, so if I mess that up, we're going to roll. But it's also, you know, We were able to carry a lot of momentum into this final corner. A little too much momentum, though. Oh, that's a bit too wide. Come on, get all the wheels on the ground. Right, go! Oh. Okay, let's go chase down this next pack of cars, hopefully. Well, it's Ninetales and Gliska in front of us directly. That was chucked in with... Well, there's a Stevie pointing the wrong way. That's unfortunate. I'm going to guess they got a nudge from somewhere, and that went round. It looks like it's a trophy runner, whatever the thing's called on here. I've forgotten the name of the truck, but it's the proper trophy truck that is leading the way in this. I mean, we're still only 7-8 seconds behind, which is kind of what we've been from the get-go. We will try and be neat and tidy. Oh, the Corvette in trouble. That's the Venom. Got spat out wide. Oh, and me trying to go over the jump has clipped a wall. And there is no good way back around there. That's a horrible place to spin. I just can't get this. I can't get this race right. I don't think the car's bad here. That's the worst bit of it. The very worst bit of this is that this car is actually not too bad. I've just driven it really badly. Silly errors. Some assisted. Some unforced errors. Have just, yeah, I've made a mess of it. I've made an absolute mess of it here. We will now try. I mean, can we get a top 10 from here? Maybe not impossible with a couple of laps to go. Oh, cheap. Got a bobble on the landing and got fired off the track. Oh, we got lots of oversteer. I'm now overdriving the car. It's never good. Oh my god, we're always being overtaken by Crane. That's definitely not good. Crane is to the inside with the big trophy truck. We will try and make that work around the outside. I'm not going for my silly crossover bit because there's a vehicle alongside and I don't want to get spun. It's actually completely neck and neck between me and Crane here. We're happy to run in maybe a little deeper. Oh, too much oversteer. Yeah, I can't quite get the power down soon enough to make the most of that wider line through all of that, which is a little bit of a shame. One more lap to go here. Try and get ourselves up into an 11th place. We will dive under brakes. Oh, I was hoping to try and cut back to the inside, but Crane actually got it stopped fairly well. We couldn't make that one work. Yeah, suspension. So the big advantage for the trophy truck is it can just carry the speed on the bumps that we can't. It was an attempt. It was an attempt at a sort of block pass going on there on Crane's truck. It didn't quite come off in the end. We can carry good speed through there. Rockin has taken a victory, and we're up onto two wheels, and that'll be the end of us for this. Yeah, I think over a lap, if I got it right, this thing had speed, but I just couldn't get it right often enough, which is disappointing. And then a slide, although Crane also got a big wiggle out of that corner. Unfortunately, the bumps are going to kill all of my momentum anyway. Terrible race. Terrible, terrible race. I am disappointed in myself. Yeah, trophy runners taking victory in that one. Lado got second with a road cutter, Ninetales with a Raven, got up to third actually. That is not bad. Not bad. I mean, we weren't 12th faster. We had a little bit more speed in theory. Just too difficult over the bumps. Just far too difficult over the bumps and having problems there. Right, Maple Demon, thank you very much for the donation. I said, why didn't the lifeguard rescue the hippie? Because he was too far out, man. I don't even think that's worthy of a boo. I think that's just worthy of silence. But chat shall inevitably give you a boo for that one. It's definitely a boo-worthy, terrible pun. Right, shall we go to a mad track? We're not quite going to go forcing everyone in buses yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's time for that still. Now, we do have a rule here. We have a rule when it comes to Hellride. And that rule is you must take the jump. You must take the jump at all times. The only time where you are allowed to avoid the jump without being insulted is basically if there is no physical way for you to get your car to steer onto the ramp. You know, if there is multiple vehicles heading towards you, if there is... if you get a nudge so that you can't physically turn your car, all of that sort of stuff is the only possible exception. Okay, you must take the jump unless it's physically impossible for your vehicle to, because that's half of the fun of this. It's going to be mayhem. We are likely to see a good number of DNF, not the most, because these vehicles, you know, we're going to have some tough vehicles running in this. We're going to have strong vehicles running here, so I think we will see some survivors. It won't be the worst attrition rate, not like when we have buses and vans and stuff, but it's going to be chaos. It is going to be chaos. So, Jaboon, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one correctly, but thank you very much for the for the donation. As like always fun to see your vids and live streams. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, enjoying the streams, enjoying the mayhem that will inevitably be going on here. So far we have had fairly calm times, which doesn't seem right. Which doesn't seem right at all. I don't think it's going to continue here. But yeah, so I've got a road cutter. I don't want to go too... I still want a little bit of handling. I still want a little bit of handling, which is why I've got a road cutter. There's going to be a lot of heavyweights in this. We've got a hearse, but you can see a lot of heavily armoured cars going into this one. Because I mean, we know the difficulty that we are going to come up against here. We know... Oh, I'm going to have a lift. Oh dear. Okay. And that's the sort of difficulty. I was trying to go behind the cars that were going too wide. It sort of worked. It sort of didn't. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess. We have not got into our rhythm of everyone going the same way. Whoa! There is an upside-down car. Something else just fell off the ramp. Something just jumped the wrong direction off the ramp. Bloody hell. It's been damaging. Oh. Holy crap. Right. Okay. Oh, Gliska's just fallen off the banking. So it's quickest to run up on the banking. The problem is, well, you saw with Gliska car, you saw with my car, you saw with Lado's car. Jesus, something else just tumbled. Is that Ewan? Just flipped, spiraled wildly out of control. I'm not going to go side by side with Lado up here. I've actually got trouble going over this jump. Oh, cranes there. Apparently we're going this way around the loop today. Normally we go the other way around the loop, but this time it has been decreed by everyone else pretty much that this is the direction around the loop that everyone is heading. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can't just steer to make that, although I didn't make up time by avoiding the ramp there. There was nothing I could do. There was just too many cars. Somehow we're third at the moment, which I don't know how we are third. But yeah, we are. Oh god, my car handles terribly on the banking. I've got all sorts of handling issues. We're up to second. The leader died. Ninetales leads with the sandrail, whatever it's called on here. Jesus, my car does not get off the banking properly anymore. Yeah, something's broken in my car. It's really bad handling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get down on the ground. Okay, I can't take that section flat. There's no way I can take that section flat. I just don't have the control anymore. I feel like I've broken all my dampers or something. I don't know what's broken in it, but I know a lot of things are broken in it. So yeah, we're just gonna. I mean, I'm just gonna be cautious over this jump. Now that means that cars might aerial overtake us, which I'm fine with because I'm not out of control. I'm not bouncing around horribly, and we do have speed elsewhere on the track. That was a very sneaky pass. Yeah, this... Whoa, what is going on? What is broken in this? I literally can't steer my car when it's on the... Like, it's just... I mean, we're actually almost wrecked here. Yeah, so we are in full conservation mode now. That is... Oh, no, we're dead. Surely. Yeah. we were in full conservation mode. We got lag killed a little bit, unfortunately, by I think Ninetales. Difficult to tell. Ninetales got massive amounts of health as well. The Razor there is looking poorly. Razor there is looking poorly. Crane's lost a wheel, and is also quite broken. Lado going to hit the jump, and is across there. Lands on somebody. I think actually landed on Crane. Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a couple of cars are in pretty good nick. Yeah, Ninetales' vehicle has just survived all of this with no problem at all. He's across the big jump, bounces nicely on the landing, and can just carry on. No problem at all. Crane's car will only take one more hit, and that'll be gone for. Right, hold on. Where is... Can we get... Let's get some... There we go. Let's get some info up to try and figure out who is where on the track. So, Ninetales lead. Lado is third. No, Lado is second. I guess... No, wait. Ninetales might be out. Lado leads. What has happened? What has happened to... I don't know what's happened to Ninetales. Ninetales must have wrecked somewhere. Considering that thing had so much health, that obviously died in one hit. The sand rail not strong enough for this. Crane has gone out, which makes me think maybe Crane and Ninetales tangled. That's the best explanation I can come up with here. Lado has lost a wheel, and Lado is going to be potentially vulnerable to the... or whatever the hell the other car is. Oh, Lado's hit the flame. Lado's got no steering. Lado's vehicle's stuck on the ramp. There is, yeah, it's gone, I think. That's, oh, the race has gone away from Lado. It lost steering coming up the ramp and found the flaming hoop. That is that. It's CK versus Amy, pretty much. Okay, Amy hasn't lost a wheel, actually. It's just all, like, the front end is wrecked, but it hasn't lost a wheel, although that's a bad landing. That's a terrible landing. And Amy is going to tumble, and any chance of a victory is gone for the Razor. That is out. It's going to be the, well, Firebird-style car. I can't remember what it is called. That is going to come across the finish line. CK will take victory on the on the whatever thing, Hell Ride. That's the one. It looks like only 4 vehicles are going to finish. Nope, scratch that. Only 3 are going to finish. That's a higher rate of attrition than I expected. Amy will cross the line and take second. Lado is the last car running and will come home in third, minus a front wheel in this one. Desperately unlucky for Lado. Was in a good position. However, yeah, crash at the end. It was so heavily broken. We ended up 8th in all of this. Ninetales gets fastest lap of the race, but doesn't matter. That sandstorm was miles out in front. The sand rail was uncatchable, and yeah, it wrecked. Lost a wheel. I think it was on Crane, but I'm not sure because we didn't see. That'd be my guess. And that was the end. That was the end of the Ninetales. Hellride always provides excellent entertainment. There is no doubt about that. Let's go do some oval racing. This could only go really well. Actually, I tell you what. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, we're going to do some oval racing with a rule. We're going to race buses. Stock buses. This could only go really well. Right, so... Not the battle bus either. The stock... Here it is. The stock school bus. 102 rating, if you like. Bus oval racing should be excellent. Should being the optimum word. Might not be. We will see. Vortex, thank you very much for the donation. I say my little boomer got destroyed instantly. Yeah, I had a bad start of that race. It's the fun of Hellride. You can get killed on the first lap very easily, unfortunately. It's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, this is unlucky. Pinky Pre, thank you very much for the donation. I was like, I found some leftover cash after filling up the tank on my Clio ahead of the price increase. So what better way to spend it than celebrate your return to streaming and my upcoming bankruptcy? For context, petrol is 285 a litre, 285 something a litre compared to 7.8 litre last year. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's not quite as drastic an increase over here, but it's not good. So yeah, Kean Lane, thank you for the donation. Saying love the crashes. We all submit puns and jokes to you, but I want to know what your personal favourite puns are. I mean, I don't have a personal favourite puns. I guess we've had some really good puns that have been submitted. There've been some really well done terrible puns. I can't unfortunately remember many of them because we get so many a stream. I just don't remember enough of them to be able to tell you. But any puns that are a little bit intelligent, they're the ones that I will generally not boo very much. That tends to be the way that I go. I know puns aren't exactly the highest form of wit, but still, we are absolutely making gains on this high line as someone has fallen over. This high line is it is the way to go around this track. Ninetales has gone up there as well. As soon as I'm amazed more didn't follow me when they saw the speed that I was making up there. Sadly, it's all kind of sorted itself out a little bit and more spread out. At the moment, we're going to run and we will take third away here with a good exit. Now, back markers are going to play a role here. Traffic is going to be a big deal. Ninetales, yeah, is running that high line. He's able to stay out of the way. Bus ahead of me, Rockin is also staying up fairly high through these. There is a tumble for a couple of buses that got over. So, I mean, dodging those vehicles is going to be part of this, most definitely. As fun an idea as muddy oval racing with buses goes, with the nature of this track, I'm not actually able to make much in the way of ground because it is flat out the whole way. Stinty just got past. We will jump over that, and it's flat out, and the fastest way around the track is to just hug the top. We can't really dive. I mean, it's tempting to try and dive to the inside, but you'll just never get the speed to do anything. The only way I think we're going to get past here now is, to get to the inside, but almost push the other bus all the way up the circuit. Gliska had a go there, doesn't really be able to do it. It's going to be a mistake from somebody here. Gliska's trying that line. I mean, the problem is, yeah, you can get to the inside, but the only way you're going to pass is you're basically going to crash the bus up the hill. I don't think you're going to be able to dive far enough to the inside, and our jostling for position has let second get away a little bit. Come on, let's try and get some speed. We need Ninetales to get slowed down, really. That's actually a little too early on the turn-in for me. Oh, no, it kind of worked there. We have actually pulled away from Gliska. Yeah, we need some more. Yeah, there's a fine line. You want to be not quite all the way. You don't want to be so high up that you're running on the bumps, but you want to be as high up as you can before you're running on the bumps. So I'm just running a little tiny bit lower than the bus ahead of me on the exit of some of these corners. I don't know if it's working. We're certainly not losing time to them. They are tangling with... Yeah, so this is where we might be able to make some gains, because they're tangled with a back marker. The problem is, though, back marker is now on the high line where I want to be. We are going to try and follow the yellow bus through, and it's... yeah. Oh, well, we are going to be forced down low. Oh, we're forced down low. We're onto our side. One of the back markers up ahead has escaped the circuit. We're going to have a tidy lift on the throttle and just get back into line, because if we stay where we are, we run the risk of losing out to Gliska here. We're basically just pushing the bus ahead through these. It's not quite worked as well as I'd hoped this. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping it was going to work a little bit better, bus oval racing. The theory sounded really good. The practice, it's just not quite worked. I don't know where the green bus is going to go. We are trying. Gliska's going to try to get to the inside and has pretty much torpedoed us. So we... oh, dear. We will almost fall over. Yeah, I mean, we will make sure that we are not giving away that one. Well, I mean, it's Wreckfest. I don't really appreciate that, as I was choosing not to do that to the bus ahead of me. But yeah, that didn't really work, sadly. It's just, yeah. They were not quite quick enough. They weren't quite quick enough to make that work, because there wasn't enough variation. There wasn't really anything you could do. So yeah, the theory was fun. The practice, it just didn't quite work. It was just a little bit too. They were just too easy to be flat out everywhere, which yeah doesn't work, because you can't really overtake when they're at that point. Sam, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, my sweetheart is always taking health food crazes too far. Now it's even affecting my driving. She took the carburetor off my car. That's definitely going to be a boo to you from chat. And, well, it'll probably be a boo to you from chat. It'll definitely be a boo from me. Oh dear. Right, okay, that didn't work. I'm disappointed by the lack of that working, which means we can fix this. I say we can fix this. Right. Here we go. Now this will work. This will work for chaos. There's no way this doesn't go chaotic. Figure of 8, the dirt figure of 8 in buses is mayhem. They will fall over, they will get stuck, they will have problems at the crossover point. Unlike when you race cars around here, you can sometimes get almost completely clean races. It has happened a few times where we've run here, just not had any real crashes. Yeah, we see it at normal figure of 8s, but buses on the dirt, you can't be flat out everywhere. There's no way. There's mounds of dirt on the inside that will roll buses, and there is no way that a full lobby of buses are going to get around the first lap without at least 2 are going to fall over. Okay, chat, place your bets. How many do you reckon are going to fall over? I reckon at least 2 are falling over. I don't know. I wouldn't possibly hazard a guess at exactly how many, but it's totally going to be more than. Oh, I don't want to be here. This is like the worst place to start. The outside of the front row is shockingly bad, because you're gonna get punted wide like that, and there's just nothing you can do to get back in. Ninetales is going across the grass, and I mean, it kind of works. The plus point is I can sort of fight my way to the inside through the next corner. Oh, there's going to be a mayhem at the crossover. Now, we have a Lado is climbing the curbs. Now, that's... I say climbing the curbs. Oh, one bus is gone. Actually, I was wrong. There was... No, the leader's gone. There was less fell over than I expected. It's all getting a little bit hectic here. I mean, we're going to get to the inside. Problem is, we're to the inside here, which is fine. But then it's the outside for the next corner. Oh, and another bus has gone in front of us. We will get underneath a Lado's bus here. We will lean on a Lado all the way around. There is a stricken bus. Oh, the bus on the outside has gone over. We were trying to block Lado in there a little bit. Didn't work. The orange bus is up on its side and almost falling over. There's so much momentum going on there that with it being 4 wide, the bus that hit the side actually lost out in that one. It's rare that you see that, but yeah, there were so many of them. Because we were 4 wide, the bus that ran into the side just couldn't go anywhere. Now, we might be able to, if it's clear, be able to run around. Yeah, if it was clear, we could run quickly around the top of that part of the circuit, but it wasn't clear enough. We are to the inside of a Ewan. There is a Ewan. We are going to clear them, and hopefully we can clear CK. Now, what I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Don't normally do this on the figure of 8. But yeah, the problem is that you just can't get... Yeah. So I can run up there and I can make lap speed. I could physically make lap speed on my own, but you just get boxed out by everybody coming up the circuit from the inside. So because everyone on the inside basically is going to diagonal. I mean, you did this to me when I was running up high, so I'm going to do it back to you now. We're going to push the black bus to the inside and hope that it falls over. It doesn't. Amy's up onto 2 wheels and does a great job of saving it. Ewan directly ahead of us is in a slightly annoying place. I'm going to just tap the brakes. I'm going to try and duck underneath everybody here. It is just very much a pushing battle here. Trying to squeeze everybody out of position wherever you can. Ewan is up onto 2 wheels. Now, we might make this work here. Green bus, I think, is just trying to stay out of trouble, but it's not happening. We are to the inside of Ewan. I'm not even bothering with gears at this point. I can kind of just leave it in third and it works. We might be able to get Ewan stuck on the back of that bus, and this might be our moment to clear Ewan. It is. We're up to 6. Ninetails is ahead of us. Ninetails, I think, just got in trouble. Ninetails was leading the way, and Ninetails is going to get in trouble. Oh, no, Ninetails has passed that trouble on to Ewan. Not Ewan, Lado. I think that was a Lado had got over. That's an unfortunate place to be stuck, and we had to take avoiding action in the worst possible way. There is mayhem going on all around us, as expected. Amy is trying to go to the outside. Won't work. Might try and cut back underneath us here, but not quite going to make it. Oh, didn't know where that bus was going. They actually stopped in the end. I thought they were going to keep going, and they didn't. Come on, come on. Come on, don't fall over. We've had to lean on Amy here. Look, I want to get across to the inside. Amy's going to go up onto 2 wheels to try and force us wide here. We are looking a long way around, but... Oh, well... That's a bus out of the way in front of us, and we are going to cross the line. No, we're not. Oh, we lost out at the end because we turned in a smidge too soon and fell over. That would have been the most ridiculous photo finish of the lot. Yeah. That was just a big mess. It's just a huge mess of vehicles going on. I mean... Chaos was promised. Chaos was promised, and chaos was delivered. Didn't quite go the way that I was hoping for. However, yeah. It went worse for some others. The bus, it's gone completely ridiculous with the AIs taking control of that. It's always mad. The figure of 8 is always absolutely mad. Ninetails gets fastest lap of the race. I mean, when you're on your own, if you get a little bit on your own, you could go so much quicker. The 21s are because we're all just stuck side by side and you're never getting any space. So, yeah, cool. I guess Ninetails did find one clean lap somewhere in that one, too. I run a 19.9. That was as promised, pretty much. Ewan, thank you very much for the donation, saying, I am incredibly sweaty. Thank you, Ewan. That is absolutely the piece of information that all of us were wanting to know. Yeah, we all absolutely needed to know that one. So, there you go. Let's go, let's go here, whatever track this one is. You know what? Let's... Oh, that's not loaded properly, has it? Wait. If we do that... So, actually, you know what? We can race here as well. This track is always entertaining. Right, let me go and drive something a little bit different. Shall we have a van race? I feel like a van race should be good fun. Again, we'll run with stock vans. I mean, it should be a slightly bit more sensible than bus racing, but only a smidge. In theory, at least. Pinky Pre, thank you very much for the donations. Can somebody explain how after starting to go full throttle and changing gear near redline everywhere, my fuel consumption actually dropped on a 1 litre non-turbo 72 horsepower Clio? I dropped from 6.2 litres 100 kilometres to 6, despite also starting to use the AC at the same time. I mean, there's a lot of things that can affect fuel economy. I don't know why that doesn't sound like that should work. There's no reason why that should work. I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, there is all sorts of things that can affect it. So obviously something else was going on at that time. I mean, it can depend on where you drive. I know a lot of the journeys that I do are just crappy little journeys. I drive from where I live into the city, which is about 10-15 minutes drive, which is like 20 about like 13 miles a gallon I get on that sort of a journey, which is terrible. And when I go sit on the motorway, I can go a lot faster, and I can get up to like 20-25. So maybe something like that. I don't know though. I do not know. If you don't have the van, okay, I guess we'll change a thing here. Right, so basically race the step van, and if you don't have the step van, then drive a motorhome. I'll leave it unlocked so that people can get in a motorhome if you do not have the van. So yeah, we can do that. Goblin Pant Thief, thank you very much for the donation. Saying I had a crazy dream last night. I was swimming in an ocean of orange soda. Turns out it was just a fantasy. That is definitely going to be a boo to you from chat, and is a boo to you from me on that one. So there we go. God dear indeed. Right, we are getting people close to ready. Awesome. Okay, motorhomes versus step vans. Who is going to win? Hopefully the audience, because it's going to be a big crash. Might be some good racing. I don't know. I know the motorhome disintegrates very well. That is its main trait is the motorhome falls apart nicely. That's like the main bit to take away from the motorhome. I feel like the van is I feel like I expect the van to be slightly faster. However, I could just be making all of that up. We'll see in 75 seconds, or until we get the last motorhome ready. I think they take off upgrades. So fair enough. Here we go. We have got mayhem about to unfold, because I mean, if you're starting further back, you're not even going to see where you're going into this first corner. I can barely see where I'm going into the... Oh no, wait, that's tyres. I didn't know where the barrier was. That was the problem. I had no idea where the barrier actually was there. Gliska's come off worse in all of that, and we're going to get stuck out wide. Don't hit the wall. Okay, we're fine. That's a lot of vehicles behind us lining up to cause chaos, pretty much. Ewan leads the way, although has just been passed. I was trying to set up for a nice line through here, but we just get dive bombed by everybody. Oh, god dear, I can't see anything over the ice cream cones. I feel like we've got more straight line speed than the camper vans here. We will return the favour heading through here. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to try and... Oh, this is dicey. We got loads of momentum. We did get a lot of momentum, but we made it work. Awesome. I will take that, actually. We will move ourselves up into a 5th place, having carried all of that speed. And again, there is a slow-moving motorhome in front of us. I think that hit some debris and got in trouble there. So we are now up into a 4th place. Yeah, I mean... we will return... Oh, god damn it. It doesn't sound like it needs to change up there. So we will return the favour whenever we can there. I mean, that pass is not really ever on. And the annoying thing is that it makes it now way more difficult to catch the top 3. We're just wasting our own time here, fighting sort of scruffily. You're better off just following. But yeah, I mean, we are going to go through here, and we're not really going to worry too much where the motorhome ends up. Oh no, I say that. Okay, I can't get away with that much speed through there. Sadly, we don't quite have the grip in the van. We will go to the inside through here to try and get a good exit. Gliska is not quite going to... Bloody hell, yeah. These vans are so difficult to see around. Maybe we'll have to go for like first person when you're racing the vans, because you just get a screen full of something distracting, pretty much. Do I want third or do I might want second out of there? Not sure. Either way, we're kind of going to be in a lonely 5th place for this one. Oh, I say that, and oh, I don't know where you were going. We're already kind of on the limit of our grip on the outside, and there was not a huge amount that I could do on that one. Amy was trying to get out of the way. It was just, yeah, wherever we went was going to be wrong. Oh, there's a Lado minus a wheel. Lado's had a bad time in all of this. Yeah. It's not quite worked. And the motorhomes, despite technically being rated faster, are not as quick, anywhere near as quick as the vans. So we've got a couple of laps. I mean, 4th is what we're fighting for, unless there's any accidents up ahead. We're not catching. Gap's way too big now. Can we keep that momentum going? Yes, but even if we have a good run down here, we could have a dive. However, I think we're better off actually braking a little early, get a good exit. We're focusing on getting a good run off of these corners. That's where we're making some lap time. I mean, we're right on the bumper of Gliska here. We're not quite going to be close in. This is a really difficult place. So we're not going to be close. I mean, we are close, but we're not really going to be able to go for a pass. In fact, Gliska does a perfect job there, making sure there is no room for a pass. There's a very awkwardly placed crane with a stricken, broken down van there. If we can be nice and quick through here. Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. Chris has done a good job of covering. I mean, we're again going to go for this. Focus on getting a good exit. Turned in a little too soon. I can, in theory, work that line, but I got to get it perfect. And sadly, did not quite on that one. We could have maybe had a big dive, but I feel like we've made lap time by being much neater and tidier, and it was the way to go for the lap time. We might get one of the quicker laps there. Not quite as fast as CK. Oh no, we weren't quite there in terms of the lap time. We were quick, but yeah, not quite quick enough. Too much scrapping in that one. There is the 3-wheeled Lado wagon. It's still circulating, but it's not circulating very well. That is another 3-wheeled. Another 3-wheeled machine. Oh, a little bit of lag going on, and I can't even select whatever 11 is. Oh, I think that's crashing out. Yeah, that's what's left of Crane. Can Lado make it to the finish line? Does finish. Doesn't dump. Doesn't get wrecked by the AIs, though. So there we go. Rocken gets I mean, actually, the motorhome lap time-wise wasn't a million miles off. It was a 41.6. Ninetales was quick with the van at a 40.4. Yeah, the motorhomes could go quickly. They were obviously not as easy to drive quickly by the looks of it. But there we go. Well, I mean, that's expecting maybe a little bit more chaos. You never really know what you're going to get with those. Sometimes you do get some chaotic races. I feel like it's sensible we should go for a run around Crash Canyon. We use the same rules, same vehicles. So step van or motorhome, depending on what you have unlocked, up to you. This should be suitably entertaining. Everett's Ed, I think I pronounced that one correctly, but thank you very much for the donation. It is much appreciated indeed. Around Crash Canyon with these sort of vehicles will be chaotic, to say the least. It will not be as clean as the earlier Crash Canyon race. There's no chance. There's no chance it'll be as clean as the earlier Crash Canyon race, because these are just that much more Much more difficult to drive, much easier to get into trouble, much easier to have problems over the bumps. And once the theory goes, once the pack is all spread out, that's when things are going to get really crashy. Which is what you're all after, I think. I hope, because that's probably what you're going to end up getting. Mr. Tom, thank you very much for the donation. Saying I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. That is most definitely going to be a boo to you from chat and from me. Now, as much as I love running the high line, at the start of this race, there is no way in hell I'm going to straight away go up there. Because you're just asking to get dive bombed by the whole pack. So, for these first couple of laps, I'll probably actually take a much tighter line through here. It is a slightly slower way around the corner, but it is slightly safer. We might have to start going higher up to stop Gliska from getting away, and it looks like we have got a little bit of a gap, so that is the bit that kind of matters. As long as we've got a gap so that we can't get dive bombed, then we will be fine. And sure enough, there has already been a problem for somebody. Is that a crane losing some time? It might well be. We will, yeah, just, okay, maybe we go a little slower on the way in. Yeah, let the understeer kind of take it up the hill. Turn it off for there. Yeah, not too bad. Everyone's actually surprisingly close so far. Everyone is just too good at Wreckfest. Let's not say that too loudly, because we know what the curse of the commentator will be like. Here's Ninetales. Ninetales taking a slightly different line, actually, to all of us through there. Ninetales has got a slightly different knack. I think Ninetales is running it up the banking and then cutting it down quite a lot. I mean, if it works, it works. We just get a load of understeer there. Yeah, okay, so Ninetales wasn't close enough to really do anything against us. We're not really close enough to do anything against Gliska. We're all just doing pretty much the same laps here. We're driving it slightly different ways into here. Yeah, Ninetales is throwing it into the corner really hard. I'm going for a lot more cautious approach. I'm using the brakes to slow me down more than the banking. Which I don't know whether that is the right way to go. Yeah, because when we run it in like that, you get an okay exit. Just can't... Don't know. Not sure. We tried a bunch of different things, and none of it is quite... it's quite working for us. Ninetales is trying to get to the inside, but then we can just run up there and sweep down and cut off any run that Ninetales might get. How is everyone being so well behaved with vans? I know they're not the most ridiculous thing in the world. They're not horrifically bad to drive, but yeah, everyone is being very sensible with the vans here. We're going to run off. Yeah, I mean, that line is kind of working. Oh! Well, there goes a crash. It's the first real troublesome moment, and of course, the curse of the commentator means it got me involved in it. Can we get underneath Ninetales on the exit here? Because we've got to try and fight back. Oh, Gliska's got held up by somebody. Oh, God, now there's a motorhome bobbling towards us. Well, Gliska got held up with a motorhome going the wrong way around. We're trying to fight Ninetales here, who is going to want to get to the inside. But I'm kind of happy to let Ninetales do that, because we get this mega run off the top, and there's a motorhome falling over. There's a motorhome coming towards us, and I can barely see where they were because the ice cream cone's in the way, but me and Ninetales made it through. We made it work. Ninetales is going to push us forward into this, but that's fine because they're stuck behind me, and I can use the banking. We'll sweep off of that and keep ourselves ahead. Oh, we're so lucky. Ninetales is still trying to get to the inside here. Oh, there's a motorhome on the wrong way around the loop there. That's not the way to take this corner. That I might be in trouble here. No, Ninetales is in trouble from Lado, actually. That has helped me out. That has helped me out a lot, as they are going to be busy fighting. Oh, there is an out-of-control something, and there's a motorhome about to go to the top of the circuit. Unfortunately for me, I was trying to make sure I didn't end up in the way of that motorhome. We're still going to have a good run on the exit, though. So we're going to go side by side with a Ninetales. We're going to push Ninetales to the edge. They don't want to give up this position. They are in a strong position heading into this next part of the track. Can we get the run off the corner? No, we're going to get stuck in the stuck in the rough at the top of the banking there. We get off that section well. Sorry, Lado. We got a camper heading towards us, a motorhome heading towards us. Oh, then we've got the back connected. And Gliska's going to be there to the inside, and we're going to get screwed in that one. We get off the corner okay, surprisingly. I mean, we lose a couple of places, but it could have actually got a lot worse, really. Still, well... No one was lifting down there, and I think as they dodged out of the way of stuff, that they were dodging out of the way of the stuff while they were basically on my front bumper, and that is always likely to be a hazard, shall we say. There is a broken down van on the inside there. I don't know how that took so much damage, but it did. Oh, Ninetales got a clonk from a Gliska. Everything's gone massively wrong. Everything has gone horrifically, all sorts of broken down here. There is a motorhome up very high. This has been it's gone mad at the end of the race, as all sense of all sensibility has gone out the window, and we have fallen over, and we are now pinned and probably out of this. I mean, we might be able to cheese our way through here a little bit. We actually pushed Stinty. Yeah, we're going to cheese our way to a victory. Ninetales tried to kill us. However, with a bit of cheese and a bit of a mess from everybody else, we snuck our way through and ended up taking a victory. Oh, that was a lot of cheese. Ninetales dumped out of that. Well, that's very broken. As is that one. Yeah. That was full cheese in effect there. And there we go. Yeah, we did somehow manage to take victory on a wacky, out-of-control race. Motorhome got second in all of that. I mean, it was unbelievably close between me and the Motorhome. 10th of a second. After 10 laps around Crash Canyon, to only be separated by a 10th of a second is quite impressive. Yeah, Ewan ends up third. We hadn't really seen Ewan the whole time in that one. Yeah, those final few laps just all fell apart as passes got more aggressive and vehicles got scattered. It just all went spectacular. Spectacular is the way to go. Is the way to describe it, I should say. Right, okay, let's go. What's the Clay Ridge circuit? Do I even remember what one this is? We will go for... Let's go back for some B-class racing. Oh, okay, I know this track. Woolaloo. Mr. Tom, thank you very much for the donation. Asking, what are ears? Chris asked the same question, and I think we just laughed, and I don't think we ever had an answer. But what are ears? It is an important question. No one is quite sure what ears are. But yes, what are ears? I will leave it to chat to come up with an answer to that one. The gate, I mean, the lobby is open. You can join when spaces appear. It is an open session. If you want to take part, you just have to keep refreshing the page from time to time and hope that a space appears at some point along the way. Unfortunately, we can only run 16 in a lobby. It's a shame we can't have bigger lobbies. I appreciate limitations of consoles, etc. But yeah, this is what we can do, and yeah, as spaces appear, you'll be able to potentially take part. I think when the lobby is full, you won't be able to find it, so you can't sort of sit waiting. It's kind of a fair bit of luck involved in managing to get connected to one of these. I should have asked chat for their best answers to the "what are ears" question. Chat comes up with the answers to various Chris quotes is definitely a way to go. I mean, it's bad enough the filming party trying to figure out an answer to a Chris saying at some point along the way. Normally we don't. Occasionally there is a Chris quote that kind of technically makes sense, as dumb as it is. We do get some of those as well. Anyway, it's going to be racing time in a second, because everyone is readied up. Maybe. Game is being very laggy and freezy. Everyone is ready, game. We gonna go? Yes? No? Maybe? Game. Literally everyone is ready. There we go. We are underway. Not the worst spot on the grid for me. Don't know whether this is going to be a hammerhead circuit particularly. However, I'm going to give it a try. I like the car. I just got to get the braking and everything right with it. It's definitely not the fastest down the straights. Oh, well, that's a lot of cars have had a big death. I had very little I could do with that one. We get a bit pushed into the first corner. Yeah, we were kind of just stuck in the middle as everything got turned around us. Oh, Crane's having trouble with that thing. I don't know, I can't remember what way the fastest way around this circuit. I'm going to guess this way because this is the way Ninetales went. In general, follow the Ninetales and you will find the fastest way around a circuit. It does seem to have worked, although it's a bit busy. Oh, into the final corner. Come on, Hammerhead, straighten up. Alright. 5th place. That Venom is so fast down the straights, but it looks like an absolute handful in the corners. The El Matador's had a problem. I'm just going to go the brakes a little bit early. I'm not going to be planning on overtaking anything, so I'd rather just get my vehicle stopped. I'm certainly not going to be planning on overtaking anything, because it's just a big gaggle of cars. I presume that's Lado is leading the way in all of this. We're going to battle our way through. Yeah, Lado gets stuck on the less than ideal route. The Mighty Wing on this is actually a problem. It really does restrict my visibility. Corvette's gone for a roll. We're going to find our way past the El Matador here. Lado, actually, on that alternate route on their own, was able to make more lap time than the rest of us because we were all squabbling over positions. So, so there we go. We're up to 4th, though. We're up to the back of Ninetales. I'm going to go early on the brakes here. Oh, Gliska. I don't know whether Gliska was locked up and spun or whether Gliska got help. Didn't really. I was busy focusing on my own car, and I mean the lack of visibility. The wing. Don't get me wrong, I love the Mighty Wing on this, it's great looking. Really not good for the old visibility front. Actually makes it really difficult. Crane's balanced a Jeep on a railing. 10 out of 10 work there. Well done. We have again got a good run out of that final corner. This Hammerhead is not bad around this track. This track is working for it, actually. Earlier again on the brakes. Lado's come under threat from Ninetales now. And from me. However, we're not going to make that pass stick. We get a little bit of a clonk. Lado likes that. Lado likes the alternate route. Lado is definitely preferring that one. Me and Ninetales definitely on the other one. Lado's going to slide through there, though, and not be able to carry the same momentum. We will hopefully pass Stint. You've got to be careful. We are going to run a little bit wide on the exit, but that's fine. All right, one lap to maybe try and chase down a Ninetales. We've had pace here. This is probably the most competitive we've been on outright pace with the Hammerhead. It's actually really worked at this track. We're onto the back of Ninetales' car. I mean, my best bet is going to be the final corner. Oh, well, I mean, the best bet is going to be I hope Ninetales makes a mistake somewhere. But we know that's always a tall order. Ninetales launches it up onto 2 wheels. We also launched it. I mean, if we can be very, very good through here, there's always a chance. We are good through there, but it's not quite going to be close enough. Actually, the finish line was a lot earlier than I realised. I thought the finish line was further down the... further down towards turn 1. We will have got... I think that's the first fastest lap of the race for me as well. It was close between me and Ninetales there. Good race. Enjoyed that one. We actually had some real pace We had some real pace in that one. Crane has lost a wheel and is just tumbling wildly out of control. Vortex is in a tree. Stinty had problems at some point along there. Crane, what are you doing to that poor Jeep? What has happened? What has happened to the poor Jeep? Oh dear, Crane. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, when you think about it, cows and Dalmatians aren't that dissimilar. Oh, now I know that's not actually Chris who has donated that. That is a true Chris quote, or words to a very similar effect. I don't know if that is the exact wording of the Chris quote. But yes, cows and Dalmatians aren't that dissimilar. I don't know how to answer that one. Like, how do you answer that one? I mean, I guess colours. But no, most cows aren't that colour. Who knows? Who knows? Everett S, thank you very much for the donation. There wasn't a message with it, but thank you. Tis much appreciated. Oh, what track shall we go to? I'm going to do the close eyes, and here. We'll race around the short circuit. I'd rather do sort of 6 laps around here. Actually, I quite like this short layout. It's dangerous. Turn 1 dangerous. Turn 3 really dangerous. And the chicane also really dangerous. Might get some good close racing, possibly. As I have to say, the all-Jeep Crash Canyon would be fun, but they are DLC vehicles, so a fair few people might not have them, unfortunately. Okay. Crane had some lag. That would also do it. That would... That doesn't help. Yeah, when you get the game kind of lagging, it can make racing very, very difficult. Longbow isn't with us tonight. Longbow knows the pain of having a lagging Wreckfest. It's really hard to race because all of you get input lag. So when you're trying to steer, what you're doing with the analog stick isn't translated exactly. That's why whenever you see Longbow, we'll give you a little bit more behind the scenes information, but. Whenever you see Longbow racing on Wreckfest with us, Longbow can only drive a certain few cars. There's only 2 or 3 cars really in each class that Longbow can drive, because anything that's a little difficult to drive it becomes impossible with that level of lag. So it's always things like the Nexus and that kind of car that Longbow ends up driving. Like the easiest things to drive are what Longbow has to drive to stand a chance of to have any chance because of the slight lag that goes on. I mean, at the end of the day, Wreckfest isn't made exactly by the biggest team. We know it doesn't have the most stable servers when it comes to the old multiplayer stuff. So, yeah. It sucks that it happens, but it's kind of slightly understandable. It's just something that we kind of have to live with. Unfortunately, we do get random lag at times, causing problems. Once again, everyone's ready up the games, just being slow. There we go. Ulf, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, evening, do you have any games that you posted videos of years ago that you miss making videos of today? By the way, can bulls fall over? Ah, yes, the great philosophical question. If it's a rugby ball, yes. If it's a football, I guess no. But yes, we're just going through. We're going through a kind of best tour of random Chris quotes. As far as a favourite game go that I don't make videos on anymore, that is a tough one actually. I mean, I've had some series that I've really enjoyed doing. Turbo Dismount is one that springs to mind. That was always really fun to do. I mean, the reason why, I stopped making videos on games when the views aren't worth the time, essentially. Oh, well, I don't know what on earth that was attempted there. It didn't work. But yeah, when a game no longer really gets the views, it's just not worth it. I mean, there are games that I've wished had done better in terms of views, full stop, that I would like to have done the series on. But yeah, I don't know, actually. That is a really, really good question. Yeah, Turbo Dismount is the first one that springs to mind. But Yeah, I'm sure there is a better answer to that. Just at this very moment in time, I am not 100% sure what I might have on that. I actually think the thing that I wish would do a bit better is some of the sim racing stuff. I would love to see that do a little bit better, because that can be really time consuming for me, and it's fun. I love sim racing and everything, but the amount of effort required is huge sometimes with those videos for lesser reward, which is why they don't see them very often. So yeah, maybe something like that, maybe like iRacing kind of thing. Although that's not to say iRacing is ever going to come back onto the channel. I keep wanting to, I just haven't got around to it. Gliska and Ninetales are having an absolute grudge match going on at the front there. And me and Rocket are here just to pick up the pieces of any potential. In fact, that El Matador is going to spear a Ninetales. Oh, my wing's gone. Gliska, you stole me bloody wing. You bugger. Although now I can see better, so it's not the worst thing. Ninetales' car is really broken, actually. That's probably not helping the Razor. The Hammerhead is... I mean, the Hammerhead is more of a tarmac car. There is no doubt about it. It works well in these tarmac settings. Can we do anything about Ninetales, though? That is the question. I mean, we are braking quite early. I mean, this is actually a trait of my driving style in general, I think. I do tend to go for brake early, focus on getting a good exit. Ninetales has picked up the pace now in that Razor. Yeah, we're dropping Gliska. Gliska can't quite live with the pace of these cars. Rocket's out wide. Thought about going for it. Just a little lock of the brakes from us. Made it a little awkward. Where are we going to get a pass done? If we can get a good exit here, we might be able to get to the inside for the next corner. Although the El Matador's quick. That's the problem. We're into the boot a little bit through there. No, we're not going to be able to do much down here, I don't think. Unless the El Matador's got the acceleration. We are good through this corner. We're very good through there, but I'm not close enough to have a realistic look. Ninetales is very, very wide there, though. Can we straighten this up for a good exit? I mean, we do get a good exit in the drag race to the line. It's just not going to be enough. We had a very quick car there again. We do beat Ninetales' lap time, but only just. Yeah, the Hammerhead works. On the tarmac circuits, that Hammerhead is damn fast. It's such a quick car. We just couldn't quite make it sort of fast enough through the field. I don't know what happened to Crane. Crane got in trouble somewhere along the lines in all of this. So it ended up a lap. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Crane, but there we go. Now Crane is just bullying all of the poor stricken AI cars. Yeah, we got. I mean, the lap times between me and Ninetales very, very close. The El Matador was fast. That's not normally a truck I would have said an El Matador was a strong vehicle around. Lado's pretty quick actually with the Stella. The Venom also not too bad. Oh, hello, Cass. How are you doing? This is the first appearance of a cat today. I know it's Cass because they headbutted my leg, and that is a guarantee to say it is a kitty Cass. No, you're just going to headbutt my legs. What do you want, buddy? Hello. Yeah, he's just turned up just to say hello. That's what we've got going on currently. Right. What track? You know what? Let's go to. Is this the one I'm thinking it is? Can be fun. Yes. This can be good. Possibly. Sometimes. Can be a little bit mayhem. I don't know if the Hammerhead is going to be the way to go. I feel like it's kind of Hammerhead or Stella, and I feel like the Hammerhead. I'm not sure I'm that fussed about the strength. I think that's going to be the way to go. Crossman, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, any chance of a return of Husky and Daniel? It's been a long time. It is unlikely. Well, I say it's unlikely. Never say never. They might not make the odd one-off appearance. Certainly won't be a permanent thing, but there's always a chance they might see, the occasional. They're all very busy with whatever is going on. So, let's I say how it goes sometimes, but it's not impossible that we'll never see them again. But it's not a particular plan, shall we say? Well, Vortex has been removed for. I presume I didn't really see anything, but I didn't see anything going on because I was not in any of the battles, but apparently driving like an idiot. So, or enough of an idiot to have caused too many problems. So, there we go. Sarov? I'm not sure. If I'm pronouncing that one correctly. I don't think I am, but thank you for the donation. Saying, your videos really help me understand a lot of races online. I like to think I'm... Hey, Bumpy is here! Bumpy has made it into the session. Hello, Bumpy. I didn't know Bumpy was around today. We've got a Bumpy! Apollo's having a whine. I don't quite know why. Apollo, you should be fine. You had food. You're chilling in your crate. I'm just going to have... I've got a camera in my dining room that watches on the dog, so I'm just going to see why he's upset. He's pretty good in terms of being in the crate. He's normally very, very chill. So, just going to have a quick look. Give me a second. He seems... I don't know why. He's woken up. Woken up and decided the cats were getting attention, so he should have some as well. Right. Yeah, I haven't done this track in ages. I don't think the hammerhead's going to be the way to go, but who knows? Maybe it'll work. Sorry, before I got distracted by the dog. Yeah, as far as understanding racing, I like to think I know the theory of racing. I know the theory of racecraft and all of that kind of thing. And I try to include it. We talk about it when I'm commentating. I try to showcase it when I'm driving it and all of that sort of thing. So, if people have learnt some things, I'm by no means professional. I'm by no means perfect. And I certainly don't know everything. I know little bits and pieces. And if watching the videos and watching the stream helps, then awesome. I'm glad to know that I have. We are going to get tangled up there. I just had to jump on the brakes. Oh, that venom has absolutely spiraled out of control. Glisk is tumbling away wildly in front here. I do not really want to be involved down here. Oh, it's got very messy. I'm just currently in full survival mode at the moment. That's all we're doing. This has been a horrifically scruffy first lap. Crane has got dumped, and we've got dumped around. Oh, well, I mean, at least the car was nice enough to wait. I do appreciate that. There wasn't an intentional dumping on that one. I do appreciate the waiting on there. They didn't intend to dump. I think we were dodging Crane, and I was suddenly slow out of a corner because of a Crane. And just a nick in the back of the car was all it took. Oh, the Hammerhead does not like these jumps. Not the biggest surprise in the world that the Hammerhead is unhappy with the jumps. Not sure quite... Oh, is Ninetales No a trick? What's the betting Ninetales knows a trick? No, Ninetales just fell off. I think Ninetales was trying a trick of just avoiding that section by driving down onto the infield, but it hasn't worked if that was the plan, or either that or Ninetales had like a controller problem. Who knows? I feel like this route might be better for the Hammerhead. I feel like the smaller jumps are the way to go if we're going to get any lap speed out of the car. Definitely want as little amount of airtime as possible, which is why we're heading through this section. Oh, Bumpy's fallen over! CK has landed on the roof and has got a big roll and is done. That's the end of them. So there is an alternate route. I'm not taking it with this because I don't trust my suspension. But basically, where there is the split path, if you hang left and take the jump, but jump straight rather than try and jump diagonally, I think that is theoretically the fastest if your vehicle can land it. But as you saw, if your vehicle doesn't land it, you can be in a load of trouble. That is actually quite neat and tidy for us. We are catching the leaders a little bit at the moment. And they are about to tangle with back markers, however, it is only one lap to go. So I'm not really sure there's going to be much that we can do. We can try and get fastest lap of the race. I mean, that's what we're aiming for here, really. And as far as that's all we can realistically aim for. The first lap in this race was absolutely mad. It has calmed down a little bit since then. We are neatly through that transition. Oh, there's a Ewan! No! There was a Ewan in the way. And, oh, Ninetales eviscerates the door. I can't. No. I thought we could jump in front of Ewan. And we just missed it. Ewan was trying to recover. And, yeah. Oh, that's annoying. We had a fast car. We had a really fast car there. That's so annoying. I think we got fastest lap of the race as well. Faster than Ninetales by a 10th. Faster than Gliska by a 10th as well. Yeah, we did. Okay, the Hammerhead's coming into its own. The Hammerhead is coming into its own a little bit. The limo is terrible around there. That's stopped, and Stinty's car is very close to death, actually. So, you know, there is that one. Did Bumpy get a podium? No, Bumpy fell over, I think, didn't they? In front of us, actually. So, never mind. Yeah, it was Rockin', Lado, and Ewan that claim the podium positions. Yeah, we did get fastest lap. Eve, please do not knock everything over. Christ. If you're going to go up on top of there, you've got to stop using the Hot Wheels case to launch yourself, because it sounds like you're knocking all the cars over. Yes, I'm talking to you. She's giving me judgy looks. God dear. Well, that did not... I mean, it went well, and then it did not go well. Basically, to sum it up, that's kind of how it happened. That's not the track I thought it was. Never mind, we're not going here. Don't like this circuit particularly. I thought it was a different track. I don't know why I thought it was a different track, but I did. I know where we're going to go, just for some fun, because this one here is always chaos. I mean, I quite like this track, as far as tracks go. It is going to be mayhem. It is narrow, fast, and if you get offline, you get launched, basically. Maybe so Eve is contractually obligated to knock things over. Yeah, pretty much. Although, having said that, the other night we were filming on GTA. Was this Friday? I think it was Friday night. We were filming on GTA, and I had Apollo in the office. As I said, I cycle out who's in the office. You know, I don't want to put the dog in the crate every evening, or don't want to shut the cats out, or whatever, when I'm filming. So I had Apollo in the office while we were filming GTA, and thankfully it was on a crappy race that probably wasn't going to be a video anyway. However, Apollo, in his wandering around the office, managed to stand on the extension lead, which I have under my desk. Now, this is the extension lead that my computer, my Xbox, the router, all of the important stuff in my office is plugged into, pretty much. And he managed to stand on the power switch on the extension lead, so turned all the power off for everything halfway through a race. So, yeah, that is a new level of Distracto Pet right there, is the dog managing to turn the power off. Abaddon has turned the computer off once. But yeah. Oh, you gotta love pets. Gotta love pets on that one. I mean, Apollo did it completely by accident. It wasn't intended to. He was just wandering around under the desk. And again, likewise, Abaddon hasn't done it since, thankfully. Abaddon doesn't sit on the computer very often, but did, and just went to climb up and press the button. So, pets are forever interesting. They're always up to something. They're always causing chaos, pretty much. Ninetales has got the infamous killer pig that is surprisingly... Ninetales' killer pig is surprisingly quick. For what it is, it's very, very dumb. it shouldn't work, but Ninetales' one turns up, and every so often can win races, can run really, really competitive for what is a very silly vehicle. We've got Gremlin, we've got Hammerhead RS, Rammer, we know the Rammers are quick, Razors in here. Yeah, I mean, we should be competitive. We know the Hammerhead, is good, but yeah, we'll see how it pans out. This is a full dirt circuit, I think, so when my vehicle is strongest, this isn't going to be the strongest track ever for us. Not really. The Hammerhead's not too bad on dirt, but it is more of a tarmacy car. Okay. Not the worst spot on the grid, although we might find ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Oh. I tend to have a little bit of lag. Oh, that's not a place you want to have a little bit of lag, although I think if we can get around turn 1. Oh. Killer Pig's in the way. Oh, Ewan's in the way. We're just going to get run into down there. Okay. The Venoms escaped away a little bit at the front. That's fine. We are through. There's been a big amount of mess further back. We're going to try and get to the inside. Through here, I've got a really itchy nose. That is not helping matters, though that has now been dealt with. Try to drive one-handed through a couple of corners. Oh, and I've still got an itchy nose. Oh, this is not fun. Right, quick, we're on a straight. We don't have to worry about gears. We'll deal with that. And then we will hopefully pass Crane through turn 1. We are successfully up into 4th place. Now, can we go chasing after the Razor, then the El Matador and the Venom? There are our targets. I mean, it's a short lap around here. Easy to make mistakes, though. It's easy to run wide, easy to clip the big piles of dirt around the place. I forgot this corner here is tarmac, actually. I thought the whole track was dirt. I was incorrect on that one. We are going to light the rear tyres up a little bit too much there. It is not the easiest track to overtake around here, though. Big crash for both the cars at the front. Oh, even bigger crash for Amy, though. Running wide through there is a death sentence. Is really easy if you do run wide to bounce off the concrete, very grabby concrete around here that can cause you grief. Stinty's lost a wheel and is trying to stay out of the way of us. The El Matador was slow through there. We can use the speed of the Hammerhead, the grip of the Hammerhead. It'll move us up into 2nd. Try and not excite the rear tyres too much there. If we can get the power down nicely, which we do. We are into 2nd. Now, we've been quick. We've been really quick through turn 1. In fact, the Hammerhead's strength seems to be its stability through turn 1. It's not bouncing or moving as much as some of these other cars. Can we find a way past the Venom? If we get the braking right down there, maybe. Venom's out wide. We are all over the back of the red Corvette. I am going to just try the similar pass we did last time. I clipped the wall, although we've got a great run mid-corner. Not quite going to be able to make it work. What we might be able to do, though, is duck underneath for the exit here. We got help from the El Matador. It kind of put us forward into the back of the Venom, but we are out up into the lead of the race. If we can keep it smooth in this car, I think we've got the pace. This is the one corner where we might be vulnerable. We're not great through here. We are good on the exit, but we're just not... I think it's more I am not great on the brakes more than the car. Oh, that's a horrible place for a Stinty wreck. That's awful. I'm going to say it sucks that I'm the first one to find it, although I think just about everybody is going to have to deal with that. It will get moved because someone's hitting that hard. So Stinty's broken in such a bad... It's been pushed well down the road. So that'll not be a trouble next time around. I just wasn't to know it was there. Yeah, of course there's a dot on the mini-map, but I'm not looking at that. I'm on full concentration on getting braking points right, getting turning points right, and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, you're not going to see that because you're not looking for it 90% of the time. Okay, nicely does it through here this time around. Yeah, there is no Stinty. Stinty is still in a bit of an awkward place. Oh, I think Amy's trying to move it. Either Amy's trying to recover it out of the way or push it into a more annoying place. I'm not sure. Is Amy trying to be nice or is Amy trying to be mean? Who knows? There is a crane without a wheel stuck somewhere. We've just vanished at the front. The Hammerhead here has been phenomenal, actually. This has really worked. I'm liking this car. This is becoming my favourite B-Class car. I mean, the Rammer is probably the one I would still choose in general, though. I avoid the Rammer because it is a little bit OP, basically. And I don't think... I think this is slower than the Rammer, but it suits my driving. It works perfectly well for me. And we will round the final corner. Actually, a little bit of a scruffy final lap by me. I will take it. I think Amy did get that car out of the way, which was very helpful. We will take victory, and with it not quite fastest lap of the race, Gliska, funnily enough, with a rammer, beats us by a tenth. But it was close actually. The top 5 all very, very similar. As I said, Ninetales' Killer Pig is stupidly fast for a Killer Pig. It shouldn't be that quick, but it is. It ended up 4th. There is Crane minus a wheel. Yeah, a couple of vehicles lost wheels. Amy is parked, I think also broken. Stinty lost a wheel apparently on the first corner, so... Stinty, did you get pushed out wide and clonk the concrete wall by any chance? That is the easiest way that that they can lose wheels, pretty much. Zav asking where did the cats' names come from. I think I've told this story before, but all of my cats are named after characters from Supernatural. It was just a fun, like, so I don't like pets having, you know, the same kind of boring pet names that everybody has. So it was a way to have some fun, slightly interesting names, something a little bit different. So yeah, and I just kind of liked the name, so that's where it started. Started off with Castiel, mostly called Cass, of course, and it's just the theme has started. So yeah, I always like, you know, whatever when it comes to pets, I like to have, you know, a little bit different, little bit unusual kind of names, and yeah, it was a fun way to do it, and because I like the Supernatural. It's one of my favourite TV shows. Not my favourite, not complete favourite one overall, but I like the show. But it had good names that fitted that sort of theme. So yeah, that's where they came from. Right, where shall we go? What's this? Track's this? I don't think I've driven this one. This is new. This is a new circuit, I'm gonna guess. I think this is the new one. I don't think I've ever driven around here. No, I don't think I have. Okay, cool. We will do this race with B-class cars, and then we will probably go do a few silly rounds. A few silly rounds before the end of the stream. You've got to get some silly races in, whether it be probably with buses or motorhomes or something along those lines, to have some crashes. We actually had some really, really good wheel-to-wheel races, which, you know, is always nice. We always like to have those. The chaos races have actually gone fairly smoothly. Which is unlike us, apart from Hellride. Hellride is always guaranteed to just be this stupid pile-up. Even when we do it sensibly, it just ends up as a stupid pile-up. It is the great equalizer, because anything can happen, and you can get killed in one hit. Even with very strong cars, they get killed in one hit sometimes. So, yeah, tis entertainment around there. Okay, I think we got everyone ready again. Yeah, we're going to have Hammerhead, the Rammer's there, Lado's got the Stellar, Ewan's got a Hammerhead RS out there as well, Ninetales has got the Sunrise Super, that's going to be quick. Stock car is a brave choice, very fast, but they are so fragile. They are so fragile. We have one of those Jeeps that's inevitably going to fall over a lot. Can we get ourselves to the inside? I have never driven this track before, so I don't know where this track goes. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the surfaces are going to be. By the looks of it, it's mostly dirt with a little bit of tarmac here and there. Oh, they're solid. They don't move. Ow. I was hoping they were like tyre bundles. They were not. That hurt. Now I've got a wobbly front wheel. Hello, Bumpy. Okay, Hammerhead. Let's try and run away. I mean, as far as tracks go, yeah, this looks like a pretty sensible circuit. Oh, I just made that corner. Actually, I'm liking the look of this layout. It's unfortunate we ended up in trouble and buckled a wheel immediately. This does look like another track where this car should be quite fast if we get it right. The El Matador looks a little bit cumbersome in some places. It looks like it's just struggling through these corners. Oh, that's a huge crash for Lado. Lado has gone over in spectacular fashion and is out of it. That was a massive accident. I'm not even quite sure how Lado fell over as spectacularly there as they did, but well done to them. The El Matador is going to end up on the dirt banking there, and that's not what you want. We'll be on the brakes. Ewan can't make the corner. We've got a little helping hand, but we do make the corner. Ninetales has got to the lead of the race. Gliska is up to second. I've got in too deep there. We just get away with the bump off the wall. We've got the Wild. Is the Wild King in front of us? No. I'm not sure what. I can't remember all the muscle cars. There's too many that are very similar. The El Matador is going to out-drag us to turn 1. However, it's going to struggle to turn, and we're going to do the same crash Lado did, and we lost a wheel. I like that track. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, now we're down a wheel. Yeah, we kind of got screwed twice on the run down the hill. I mean, they have waited. It doesn't really matter. My car's too broken to carry on anymore. It wasn't intentional. They just ran into the corner a bit too hard, and we just got stuck on the outside. Like, it's just... track positioning there wasn't great for me. It's always the risk you take when you're on the outside. You run that risk, and I was hoping we could get ahead, and we just couldn't quite do it in time. It was probably us trying to be too keen on not letting Gliska get away. Ultimately, don't turn. No, I'm stuck. No, hammerhead. Can we get back on the track? There we go. Hello. Oh no, I'm lost. Someone dump out of this. I do not want to be last. There, we don't turn. We're very poorly and very broken. Whoa, hello. Okay, we don't ride the curbs properly anymore, funnily enough. Oh. And that's quite a bobbly curb. Oh, Ninetales. Sorry, Ninetales. I'll try and get out of the way. I didn't even see until the last second the speed Ninetales was approaching there. Ninetales' car is absolutely flying around here. That thing is so much further ahead of Glisk. That's ridiculous how fast that is around here. That's just gone. I mean, I don't think I could have ever kept up with Ninetales. Might have been able to have a good race with Gliska, but that is about it. Right, we're about to get caught by Gliska, and I'm going to stay well out of the way here. Let those cars go. Not that, because I couldn't turn for that corner anyway, so I'd rather stay out of the way. I mean, I'm out of the race at this point, so there's no... I don't want to affect someone who's having a fun race with a very broken car, so I will stay well out of their way to not impede the intention. I mean, we kind of screwed... We gave Ninetales trouble, though. Ninetales was 20 seconds up the road from everybody, basically, so don't think it really cost Ninetales very much in the grand scheme of things. It is difficult for me to get out of the way because of my broken steering, so yeah, we will get to the inside. We will let them go. I'm determined. Oh, I was the crane. I was I was clearly on the inside. There was many other ways to deal with me. I was not in the way there, and Crane's almost fallen over. Oh, well, that's a car in front of us. I mean, they had their own crash. I merely helped. Oh dear. Don't turn. Go on, go round, or fine, or don't. I don't. Like, I'm just staying out of everyone's way because I don't steer properly anymore. It's still going. The Hammerhead. I mean, actually, still got 61 life, which is surprising. We're about to get lapped again by Ninetales. Well, I was trying to keep out of the way. Ninetales crosses the finish line and takes victory. This is a really cool circuit. It's a shame things have gone quite so badly wrong. Oh. That's such a dangerous curve. That was because I was wanting to see what would happen. And we found the answer to what would happen. So they're AI cars, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was because I wanted to launch. I wanted to see what that curve would do. Let's face it, got to have something happen. It's gone badly enough. Oh, yeah, that was not turning. That is not turning at all. Oh, poor Hammerhead. Poor Hammerhead. It met a very, very solid hay bale. And that was that. I'm not sure if you and or Gliska ended up second in all of this one. Ah, Gliska, your AI's being a bully. Oh no, we're in the trees. Well, it seems like a fitting end. That does seem like a very, very fitting end right there. Oh dear. Yeah, Nighthouse's car was phenomenally quick around there. Ewan was fast with the other Hammerhead RS. I'd love to know what mine could have done. But sadly, we never really got to find out. We ended up a couple of laps down, but it's what happens. It's just, yeah, what happens sometimes. Right. The moment has come. The moment has come for some true chaos-inducing races. Now, the rules for this. You've got to drive a stock bus, of course. You must take the loop. Alright, now, if you get... So, to make the loop, the buses can make the loop. However, to make the loop, they've got to be pretty much flat out. If you get hit on the approach to the loop, you are not going to make it. So at that point, bail off and take the alternate route. Because if you try and make the loop and you're not going fast enough, the buses are going to fall off and they go and block the loop. It's very funny. In fact, we've had the loop entirely blocked. So you've got to take the loop unless you physically can't. Either you've been hit and you've lost a lot of momentum, or the loop is physically blocked. That can happen. We have seen it happen a few times. So, yeah. Take the loop unless you absolutely physically can't. It makes for a hilariously dumb race, pretty much. We've done this a few times in the past. It is very, very good fun. The trick with the loop is you want to change down gear as you're going up around it. If you leave it, if you get a good run off the hairpin and you're flat out in fourth the whole way, you will make the loop. But if you change down into third when you get towards the very top of the loop, it just helps the bus a little bit. Yeah, this will be... Oh... I forgot I didn't load properly. Well... I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just guessworking now. I'm driving into the abyss. Oh, I'm really sorry. I have no control over anything that is currently happening to me. We are under the map. I hope I'm aiming for the loop, because if I'm not, bad times are about to befall us. Oh, this is very broken. This is really broken. And somehow we're in third. I can't lead this race. Like, I physically can't lead this race, because if I do, I won't know where I'm going. Oh no, I don't know where I mean, I know where I am on the circuit. I don't know, where do I turn in? Here? Is there a wall? I guess. There's some buses stuck on a loop. We're kind of somewhere over here. Oh, if I can manage to make 6 laps of this, it would be... The fact I've made a lap is astonishing. I am just having to guesswork. Like, the collisions aren't even reacting properly. I don't know what this is like for everybody else's screen. Oh, well... Yeah. I'm going to have to reset, and I think this might be the end of me. Because I'm not going to know how to get around the course here. Actually, can I just make up... No, I can't make up where I'm going. This has now become alarmingly difficult. Oh, hello. Right. So we can go around here. There's a wall somewhere on our left. Right. I'm sorry, I don't know where I am. I'm trying to give space. Please, nobody, if I get left on my own, I'm screwed. We will try this again properly, I hope. But, because this event is normally really good fun. However, I've just got to follow this blue bus now. Okay, there's a corner here. I'm hoping that's the right amount of speed for it. I mean, it looks like there is a line through the loop still. I think the line has appeared. Oh dear! Oh, I'm where I don't want to be. Is this the way around? Oh, I don't know where I am. I think I'm stuck on the inside wall here. Yes, I am. Oh, please don't leave me. Please do not leave me because I don't know where to go. That's a wall. Right, we're on the side, kind of like slip roady bit. Okay, follow the black bus. That's fine. Okay, I mean, I am last on the road. We are in last position on the road, which is understandable, really, but I can't believe that this is even close to doing some sort of working. Hello, Gliska. Oh, sorry, Stinty. Oh, Gliska's the leader. Oh, crap. Sorry, Gliska. If I end up slowing you down, I apologise. I'm having to use you because I can't physically see where I'm going. That's the problem we have here. Okay, we're going to let Gliska go because I don't know where to turn in here. So we're just going to follow Gliska through here. Is the loop clear by now, do we reckon? Oh no, I killed a Gliska. Oh no, I've killed my guide! Okay. That's still spitting me out that way. Oh no, that's my battle to not be last. Admittedly, it said black bus is missing a wheel, so it's kind of cheating of me, but this is the battle to not be last. I don't know where the corner is anymore. Where's the corner? Oh, there's the corner, I think. That's just gone up. That's not left. We do need to go left at some point. Okay, we got a good run. Oh! It's fine. Okay. No, if I reset this, it doesn't fix. Nothing fixes this. I've seen it before. I forgot. Basically, the map didn't reload properly when I loaded in here, and I forgot to reset it so that it did. And this is what happens. It's basically not sure where it's loaded me. I'm somehow sixth. What? I guess so many things have DNF'd out of this. Oh, there's a corner. It's below us. That's where the corner is. Yeah, so many buses have DNF'd that we are somehow in 6th place. I wasn't making the loop anyway. Oh, we wrecked. Damn it. Ah. Oh, where do we... Oh, we finished 10th in the end. Ah, if we could have finished 6th, that would have been awesome. I don't even know what I hit. How did I lose? I lose so much health in a tiny, weird knock. That's really weird. I don't know what we hit. I don't quite know how we wrecked. Everything's broken. Oops. That is the most broken I've... I mean, I'm amazed I made it that far. I'm absolutely astonished I made it that far. Considering how I was having to try and drive that. Oh, I don't know what's happened. Maybe I should just go free camera and see if I can figure out... Where are we? Just in a forest. Ah, yeah, okay, so it hasn't loaded the track properly. It still thinks we're at the last venue when we're not. That's what's happened here. You can... I don't know, this is so weird. Oh, we had it once on Hellride, I think. I've had it broken like this a long time ago. I think it was with buses as well there. I mean, amazingly we got 10th, and we were running... I mean, had we not had a weird glitchy knock on a wall, we would have ended up 5th or 6th, basically. That's just incredible. Right, okay. I would actually like to do Deathloop and actually be able to see. So sorry to all of you who have just run this race. I would like to do the race and be able to see what's going on. Because we kind of missed out on that. Although actually, just look at the time, we might go to Hellride and then see how we're doing for time after Hellride with buses. I mean, Hellride with buses is a thing on its own here. 6 laps, intense damage. This is one of the toughest... This is one of the toughest races you can do. The survival rate is tiny. And I mean tiny here. Sometimes I think we've had everybody DNF once. It is quite possible to only see a couple of vehicles finish. The same rules as we had from earlier will carry on, so you must take the jump. Unless you physically are unable to, owing to multiple vehicles heading towards you, or you're involved in a shunt that forces you away from it, you must take the jump. And, yeah, after that, it's going to be mayhem. Basically, it is going to be a pretty out-of-control race. Yeah, we have had a couple of times 0 finishes around here. We only had 3 cars finish when we raced sensible cars here, and the buses are way more destructive. They'd land the jumps a lot worse. I will give a warning. Anybody who is following me over the ramp, I will not be going flat. I will go flat on the first lap, but subsequent times across the jump, I do not go flat out. I will go on the brakes. So if you're behind me, I am going to be slowing down. There is a very good reason for it. The buses, if you take them flat, land so badly. So, yeah, you do not want to be going flat. You do not want to be going 3 wide up here. That is asking for a disaster, but we made it work. We are all going this way today. Normally we go the other way around Hellride, but no, apparently today we are heading this way. And that is why we normally have a consensus as to which way to go round. It's gone so badly wrong. It has gone absolutely horrifically. There's a bus there that's lost almost all of its health. We are going to go for a little bit of a lift so that we don't bobble as horribly as half the field did over there. Now, again, we normally have a consensus as to which way to go around here. Now, the other thing with the bus is the quickest way around this circuit is to ride the wall, but the bus damages itself if you run up the banking. So you have to. It's a risk versus reward. You run up the banking every lap, you're going to potentially lose a wheel. Also, out of this final corner, if you run up the banking, you can roll it. We've seen that a few times. Right, here we go towards the jump. For the second time of asking. This side here is not too bad going flat. Big roll for somebody. Big roll for a Ninetales, I think that was. Yeah, Ninetales has gone over. The buses heading the other way have gone wide, so we will hug the inside through here. Oh, a recovering Ninetales is there. Oh, the leader just got hit on the ramp. We are going to be able to make it. Ewan with an amazing flip. 10 out of 10 stunt from Ewan there. The blue bus landed on the roof of us and almost rolled. Didn't. Okay, we're in actually a pretty good place in terms of health so far. Ewan must have landed that on the wheels. That's amazing. Well done, Ewan. To have done a flip and got away with it in a bus is so rare. With such minimal damage. That's awesome. We're running up high here. Blue bus is going to run even higher, but it runs the risk of falling over. Oh, well. Ow. Yeah, we've got to turn around. It's going to be quick at me bloody resetting for this one. That's annoying. I mean, it's not over. We still have a chance. Hello, Cass. Cass has turned up to just meow at us some words of encouragement in this. Oh, that's a really bad place to have broken down. That's a horrible place to have got stricken. Okay, it's not gone well for us. I mean, we're at half distance. We still have a good chunk of health. That is helpful in all of this. Ewan continues to lead the way. I mean, there's going to be more DNFs on the jump here. The jump is going to claim more victims. There's no doubt about it. Bumpy is the latest one to fall off of it. So that puts us up to 7th. There is a stricken bus on the exit there, although that's not really in a bad place. Ewan clattering the ground quite hard there. We are going to... I mean, we've kind of got to throw caution to the wind now. 17 seconds down. If we're going to do anything here, we've got to go. So that means quite a lot of aggression on running the bankings. We've got to get the vehicle off the banking like that. That's perfect. That's what we need. Big roll for pink bus up ahead, actually. That's in a bad place. Oh, and the bus following it up there got a little bit wedged with nowhere to go. So that's Ninetales ahead. This is full position, actually, against Ninetales. So Ninetales has taken some damage in that thing. It's still going, but Ninetales is going to have to be careful now. That can't take any more hits. No, I don't want to go side by side down here. Not risking this one. There is a stricken... Oh, we're so lucky. Holy crap, we're so lucky there. That was some full Tony Hawk level grinding with the bus. If we'd fallen off there and rolled, we would have landed on the roof and that would have wrecked. the bus. It could even kill it. You land so heavy on the roof, you do so much damage. I mean, we've lost a bunch of time to Ninetales, but the fact that we stayed somehow on the ramp is amazing in all of that. Okay. There's a stricken yellow bus. I think that might be what's left of Lado in this one. Ewan continues to lead the way. Big jump for, I think that is Ewan there. We are still all okay. So there's Ninetales. Ninetales we know has a slither of health. In fact, the bus survival rate has been really good here. The yellow bus tried to get to the inside, but it just won't get the speed on the exit down here. Now, I will not go flat out over here. I don't want the awkward landing that you're about to see. Now, that time the yellow bus got away with it, but more often than not you don't. To me, it's just not worth it lap after lap on an already high rate of attrition circuit. I don't run it. We can pin them up high through there, but there's only so much you can do, of course. Now, we will run in here and we will get the lead this time around, but we want to make sure we get the bus off the wall before we leave. CK is ahead of us. I don't know what bus we're looking for them, actually. So I don't know who we're looking for to try and overtake. Not the one directly in front of us. That's a lap down and missing a wheel. Oh, well, we will get to the inside here. It's not going to be great for us because we're not going to have momentum on the exit, although we can kind of slide up in front of a little bit. Okay. Oh! Well, I think we just launched Amy to space. Ewan has claimed a victory. This is the battle for the podium places, and it's not going to go our way because stricken bus in our path caused us grief, and that, sadly, is going to be that. Damn it. Gliska must have DNF'd, actually. Somewhere, if CK was second. Gliska must have DNF'd, and I think, yeah, the bus we were battling with ended up in second after all of that. Oh. Oh, well done, Ewan. Ewan actually got a very big margin of victory. I mean, we got 6 buses to finish that one. Ninetales has dumped, unsurprisingly, perhaps. Amy's on a slither of health, and I can't look at the 15 because the thing's just physically not letting me. I don't know who that is. I don't know how much life they have. It was a small man is 3 laps down. 4 finished on the lead lap. Me in the last place of those 4. Yeah, Ewan, your role was astonishing. That was amazing, and somehow you did manage to survive that one. We're going to have time for another death loop in all of this. We will finish off on the death loop. Hopefully this time it will load for me so I can see where we're going. Okay, this time it has. Yeah, well done, Ewan, on that one. Fast Eddie, thank you very much for the generous donation, saying greetings from Kansas, I think, and thank you for the content. Or is it I can never remember how to pronounce that one. But that's I can't pronounce stuff. But thank you very much. I'm glad you've been enjoying the videos. I hope you've been enjoying the stream as well for whatever you might have watched of this one. We will get this. We'll get this started. We're all in buses. We're all in stock buses. You must take the loop. We'll continue with the same rulings. You must take the loop, and unless you physically can't, like your buses, you lose a wheel, you'll never take the loop if the loop's blocked, and all of that sort of thing. Same as we had a minute ago. Hopefully this time, though, I can see where we're going. Petrolhead, thank you for the donation, saying I think it's time for an old favourite. What noise does a 747 make when it bounces? Boing, boing, boing. You know, I'm not going to give you a boo. I like that one. I haven't heard that one before. It's not going to be a boo from me, but it'll probably be a boo from chat at some point. Oh, Crane got rolled and then righted and then rolled and then spun and got rolled again. Oh, poor Crane. Crane has had a horrible time in the start of this race. I'm about to have a horrible time on the loop. So yeah, this is asking for an absolute disaster. Oh, CK was slow. Thankfully, I've got pushed around there. We have... Oh, no! It's all bloody hell. That was like a proper cheesy disaster movie, only it was buses falling from the sky. Holy crap. That's not fun. That is not fun at all. I don't know how we got away with only taking 40 damage in that. We had buses pinging off the roof. We really shouldn't have got away with only 40 damage. How is the loop looking? Is it blocked? No, actually the loop's clear. Astonishingly, the loop is all clear. We will chuck it through there. Now that's a quick line through the hairpin, although it does run the risk. Oh, we're not making the loop. Yeah, we had to bail. We could, if we got pushed it, if we'd gone into the loop, we would have died. That would have been the end of it for us. So we had to bail. The problem is, to get to it, we had to drive across the whole line of cars. Oh, and Lado gets hit big time. Lado's out of the lead. Unfortunate for Lado there. Gliska's going to get hit on the crossover. We're just going to clear the green bus there. I'm not sure who's in that one. Might have been Crane. Could have been anyone though. We will go chasing after maybe a 4th place. So, Rockin leads. Lado did get through at least all of this. And Lado got through and is still in 2nd place. So that's something. Amy's, I presume, in 3rd. Not 100% sure. Oh, crap. I did not know if I was going to... Right. I didn't know if I could get across in that one. That's why I bailed. I didn't know if I was going to be able to change direction. It's actually slower going this alternate route. The only reason I went there was because I thought we were going to get collected. So, yeah, to keep myself alive, it was a safer option. And, yeah, not knowing about the... Oh, no, we are going to get collected there, though. Oh... Right. Go. Lado's ahead, and I think Lado's lost a wheel. Amy now leads the way. This is... we're in a seriously bad state. We can't take any more hits like this. Although I think everyone's quite poorly. The bus behind me's lost a wheel. Yeah, that lost a front wheel in that crash. So... Gliska's not in a terrible way, I don't think. I think Gliska's bus is not too bad. We will run around here. Oh, I say that. This is... Yeah, we've got to bail with Lado here. I didn't know where, again, it has been... I mean, I've done races around here with the buses where we've been able to take the loop every single time. However, this race just not been an option. There's no way I could take that loop there. There's too many buses around. Lado's going to dive down hard to the inside. We'll struggle to carry the speed on the exit. Oh, I've got to get ahead of that thing. I think that's a 9-tails minus a wheel. We do get a good run off of that corner to keep us... Oh, Lado is sending it. Yeah, well, you're going to send it. I'm going to be equally rude. You didn't have to do that. I would not do that. However, you decided to just launch it at the first corner, so I've decided Lado should go off the track. Oh, well. Now it's really beansed it. Now we've just broken it, haven't we? Basically, it's all busted. It's all gone a little bit wrong, really. I think that was Lado that we hit. As far as I'm aware, I believe it was. Oh, has Rockin lost a wheel, maybe? They've fallen a long way back from that lead battle. We've only got to survive one more lap here. We're quite low, actually, around there, which is not ideal. However, one more time around. One more time around this circuit. Can we survive? We've only got 4 life, so... I don't know. Oh, Amy's crashed. Amy's crashed on the loop. We've got a big jump through there, although I don't know whether Amy reset and survived. Possibly did. Possibly did there. No! Ugh. Bloody hell. That was to avoid the impact. I've not been able to take the loop. I wanted to just take the loop once. If I'd got hit there on that crossover, I'd die. That's why we bailed, and there was no other option to do that. We had to bail on it. Yeah, so I think we got the loop at the start. Is that the only time we made the loop that time around? I hope someone fell off the loop there and died at the end. And there we go. We will cross the line. We will take a 5th place in that one. Gliska took victory. Amy gets 2nd ahead of Rockin. Ewan is cruising around minus a wheel. Bumpy is minus a wheel. Kukil is also minus a wheel as well. There was, yeah, pretty high attrition rate. Not quite as high as, not far off Hellride though. Oh, Ewan did dump. Ewan lost the bus at the end there. And there we go. Bumpy will be the last of the finishers. We take 5th somehow. It was better than the blind race, amazingly. I mean, we should be better than the blind race, let's be honest. Although, yeah, I just couldn't. I tried. I wanted to take the loop. But, alas, just circumstances dictated that that I could not. Well, there we go. That is going to be it for this stream. I hope you have enjoyed some Wreckfest. It has been good fun to do. It's been fun to mess around on this one. We've had some good racing. We've had some very silly racing, of course, as well. But we had plenty of good racing along the way also, which is always nice. And yeah, some absolutely ridiculous crashes have happened. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed this one. A massive thank you to all of you who donated as well. I think I read everything. I tried to keep up with everything, as always, with these. So yeah, hopefully I managed to. I apologise though if I did miss any along the way. It is always much appreciated, and thank you all for sticking around and watching this stream on a Sunday evening. Now I will be back streaming for those wanting to know about the next streams. Now I will be back streaming on Tuesday. I will be streaming the international final for the Acer Predator Cup. Now, I did a stream on the British final a little while ago, so that'll be on Tuesday evening. Long drive will probably still be when? I'm not sure quite. I'm not sure quite how things are going to work this week, so the schedule's going to be a little bit different. But yeah, next stream will be on Tuesday. If you want to tune in for some sim racing with me being a more actual commentator, which is always good fun. So I hope you'll be able to join me for that one, and there'll be some excellent sim racing going on there. However, that is going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.